I cannot kind of hear something. Good evening and welcome to the broadcast here on KM Activities, your home for the Komets. It's working. That's good. Welcome to KM Telecom Stadium as the Kasson KoMets host the Byron Bears, week number 5, November 6th. Can you believe it, Ben? Here we are. My goodness.
I cannot. It's 64 degrees on
True.
a Friday night in November. That's not right.
No, it's not. You're right. But it's beautiful football weather. Kasson KoMets come in at 2-1 in Class 4A Section 1. Head coach Joel Swanson. On the other side, the number 8 Byron Bears. They're 4-0 Section 1 Class 4A. Their head coach is Ben Halder. He's in his 5th year. And Ben, I guess we'll start with the Bears. They played last week. They ended up playing on Saturday night. Had to wait till then to play Mankato East. The Bears did not get off to a great start. They allowed 12 straight points before outscoring the Cougars 34-6 the rest of the game. Of course, much love was handed out to senior running back Austin Ferguson, who ran for 355 yards and 4 touchdowns. Third time in Ferguson's career. He ran for over 300 yards and second time this season. Coach Halder said it's Austin's work ethic and weekly prep that make him so special on Friday nights. KM defense can't give up yards after contact is one thing I wrote down. If one Komet gets his hand on Ferguson, he better hold on or get some help.
Yeah, and I really think how the Komets react after that first big run by Ferguson, because the reality is it's coming. He's going to bust one for 50 yards, and one might be very fortunate if they only allow one. How you respond to that big play is going to be a huge key tonight. And I really, if I had to pick one key, I think that's it. When that big play comes, how do you respond now? Do you fold or do you just crank it up a little bit? Because like I said, you can't get down. This kid's that good. He's going to, he's going to bust huge runs tonight. And, I know you said he might be the best back in southeastern Minnesota. He absolutely is the best back in southeastern Minnesota. Now that Mr. Burrai is in South Dakota, I don't think you can even make an argument. This is definitely the best back in southeastern Minnesota.
Well, running backs can't do it alone, and the offensive line should receive high praise too. Byron's offensive line, 4 seniors, 3 had big roles last year. Halder said regardless of how much they played last year, they all committed to becoming better athletes in the offseason. I felt the Komets, I know you're not going to like hearing it, Komet fans, but I thought they were pushed around a little bit last week against Albany, and Byron is going to try to do the same.
The Komets have to be better. I think the decision making has to be better, and there's some timing issues still right now that we just got to work on, and we're to the point in the season where there's not much left, and this is your biggest rivalry, so your rival that you're going to have this year. So this is it.
True, agreed. They are going to do the national anthem, so we'll hold off on more talking points. some Kasson Comet choir members providing the national anthem in the press box. We're in the crow's nest, so we didn't.
I thought that was you singing.
It was not. I cannot hit that high note. Although you could. Well, never mind.
I believe you could.
Defensively, the Bears have 2 shutouts and allow 4 points per game. Colton Douglas and Jake Broughton have topped the tackle charts. Holder said it's been a team effort, getting to the ball and getting good effort. Oh, that's right. They're having the silent or the moment of silence. Pardon me. Thank you. I did remember that from the forecast. Yep, sorry about that. Forgot about that. You saw it in the program. And well, here we go with the Kasson Comets. So they love to take advantage in the trenches and get Mo going first. My question of the night actually is kind of to you there, since you're the history buff. 18 seniors are on Byron's team. They've never beat Kasson this 18 seniors.
They have not beaten Kasson while they're alive, the 18 seniors. Okay, that's one thing I will say. I've gotten multiple texts from other coaches in the area who's winning tonight, and I said, on paper it doesn't look great when you got a guy like Frederickson running wild. I said, but history. That's one word we'll talk about night. 2003 is the last time that Byron beat Kasson. And there were so many close games in that span. It's crazy. You can't explain it. Weird things happen in this rivalry. So, Mr. Frederickson aside, the Comets, like I said, they got history on their side, and most of these kids out here on this football field weren't alive the last time Byron beat Kasson. That's just reality. Come on.
That's why I bring you to the table.
And I tell you what, you touched on the lines, and Coach
Yes.
Halder's an old lineman from Mankato himself. He played at MSU, and that's a source of pride for him. And it's when he got that job, I said, I bet those lines turn around real quick. And he's had some banged up years where some kids have gotten hurt, and it is he's a great guy, so it is fun to see them, Byron having the success they're having. Not tonight though.
Right, that's what you're hoping for. I don't make predictions when it comes
I don't
to high
either,
school
because
games.
like I said, you'd be
Can't
a
do that
fool to
anymore.
predict something tonight
Right.
in this series.
Well, for Kasson the sting from last week with that 8-7, and then end up falling apart. We'll talk about the turnovers from last week. Winkle has it on the tee, so we are ready to go.
If you
and
want
Byron.
another key tonight too, Joel, score first.
Oh,
If you can put
sure.
Byron in a position where they need to throw the football, I feel pretty good about where we're at.
Returning over on the far side. This should come into the near side at the 15. Drop down about the 22-yard line. Trying to see who is the main man to return that. That is Tyler Fox. That's what I had written down, but I didn't see his number. I didn't want to get anything wrong, in the first play of the game.
You didn't bring a clipboard for me, did you?
Boy, Ben is taking everything from me tonight and then some.
I got a pen.
He doesn't have my
I have
game
a pen.
notes. He doesn't have anything. Drew Schroyer. We'll see what he's got. He's got one man on the right and left. Frederickson in the backfield. They'll hand it off to him. On a QB, Reed going into the middle of the defense. Not a whole lot there for Frederickson. Gain of a couple.
So far, so good.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Now,
A gain of
that'll
two.
be the key tonight, is trying to force him into the middle. Don't let him get outside.
See, now where did I put my...
What'd you lose?
I'll find it.
Pen?
I'll find it.
I got an extra pen if you need it.
No, I don't want the pen.
Oh.
I want my legal tab. My legal pad. Handoff Frederickson, far side. Jackson Kennedy
Nice.
comes away with a shoestring tackle, and he'll gain nothing. In fact, he lost one. Did Frederickson.
And here we go. This is exactly what I was talking about. Force them into situations where they need to throw the football, and I feel pretty good about the Comets' chances.
Schroyer on the year for throwing. Thank you for that transition. So I do have my spot charts out, but I haven't been able to reach for him yet. 11 of 23 for 121 yards. He'll roll to the near side. He's looking,
man.
and yes, he does. Underneath,
Dropped it.
and incomplete.
They get picked off? Hold on.
Did they?
It bounced off the receiver.
Dylan Olive was the...
Just long enough.
And who came away with the interception then? Because I didn't see the ball even get caught.
It popped up off the receiver. Just...
And an INT. Interception by the Comets. Did you catch a number
I
then?
didn't see who it was. I thought it was 4. I thought it was Donovan. Would he be out there?
Well, he has not been playing safety too
Okay.
often. Comets take over 32-yard line and offside.
Penalties?
Yeah, penalties are going to be another big one for the Comets and Bears tonight.
Maybe Donovan jumped off the sideline to celebrate. I don't know.
Right, yeah, no kidding. He has not, like I said, though, he hasn't been playing safety as much.
Well, I really couldn't see that. Like it happened right on the Comet sideline here, so a
I was
lot of
gonna
guys
say,
jumped off
there's
the sideline.
all that
to
blue and
celebrate.
white. Yeah, no kidding. Well, under center, one on the near side, man in motion, handoff, Mo Tucker gains past the first down marker. Started at the 27, goes to the 21, give him 6, and a first down for Kasson Mantorville after, and it looks like the...
Going, hurry up.
Yes, they are, Ben. On the
Mo
outside,
again.
Logan Leth is the... Oh, and Mo Tucker...
Oh,
my goodness. He is dragging everybody to the 2-yard line. 19 yards for Mo Tucker. Maybe he's tired of hearing about Fredrickson being the best back.
Number 5, Meet King Mo.
Wow. Down to the 2, first and goal, Kasson Mantorville, 10:25, first quarter. We'll get all the hiccups out of the way here early for the broadcast itself, since Ben's stealing all my stuff.
Sorry.
Vaughn in motion. Donovan keeping. He does have 5 touchdowns on the season. That's the most of anybody on the Comet team, but he'll be stopped short.
Did you get the gain on that last play for Mo?
17 down to the 2, and 1 for Donovan on that to the goal line, essentially. Second down and goal at the 1. Comets get a turnover on the third play of the game for Byron. Man in motion again. Donovan, touchdown. And it's
Mo
Tucker. Mo Tucker, 1 yard pay dirt.
Well, boy, everything I said should happen early in this game has happened thus far. And like you said, establishing Mo right off the bat is huge, getting that turnover and capitalizing. And now you put Byron in a hole.
Right. The 278 yards on the season for Mo coming into tonight. Winkle, who made it from... He's got that. Yep, PAT is good.
Just over the right upright.
Yeah, it was close. So Kasson Mantorville takes advantage of a turnover to start the ball game, and they lead 7-0 here at KM Activities. The time 9:39 left in the first quarter, and
you truly can't get off to a better start because now you force a turnover, which means we're going to get the ball in the second half.
Correct.
And you capitalize on it. You put a running team in the hole.
Yeah.
I like what's going on so far.
Yeah, that's about the best start you can ask for if you're a Kasson Mantorville fan. Granted, we probably have a few Byron fans on the broadcast tonight since not everybody could be here. Winkle will put it back up on the tee. But, yeah, if you're a KM fan at this point, you're elated with how things started. You know who else is elated? The kids. It's at the end of the quarter. They get Monday off, start the new quarter on Tuesday with a late start. They're happy. So they get a 3-day weekend. I will too.
You lucky.
I'm going to bake some bread on Monday, I think. Wake up like you really wanted to know that. It's Fox again on the return over the far side. He's going to stay that way. Now come towards the middle and get wrapped up hard just past the 20 into the 23-yard line.
If you guys wanted to know the difference between Joel and I, Joel's going to bake some bread on Monday. I'm going to be smoking some meat this weekend. I'm just going to sit in my garage and watch the smoker.
We could team up. That'd be perfect.
Throw the brisket in first thing tomorrow morning. I could even do it before I go to bed tonight.
That's true. Well, now I'm coming over. I'll bring the
honey. Bring the bread.
I'll bring the homemade honey wheat bread, and you just provide the brisket. I'm getting the better deal. Two wide receivers on the near side for Scheuer. First pass was an interception, and Fredrickson coming this way, and he'll get wrapped up again. Jackson Kennedy, another loss of maybe 1 or 2, as Kennedy, that's his second tackle for a loss solo. 42, talk about him all night long.
Tell you what, the Byron offense looks a little disoriented right now, and they're looking over the sideline.
True. Nemechek is the right tackle, and he was trying to pull and get out there, but he didn't provide much. Second down and 10. They gave him nothing. Scheuer keeps, and he's being chased. Does get away from one, gets a good block on the outside. Got to the sideline, and he'll end up getting near the 28, it looks like. Give him 5, third down and 5. Good block out there, too. Just want to make mention of that because that was Nolan Seberg that gave him a good block.
Yeah, when they got the edge there and they were finally able to turn the corner, and that's a play I think they're going to need to run to keep this defense honest, to keep them focused. They're focused obviously on a certain player right now.
True. 2 wide receivers on the near side. Fredrickson in the backfield for Scheuer. He's got a third down and 5. 7-0, Kasson leading, 8:49 to go. Handoff Fredrickson, nowhere to go, bounces towards the outside. Can he get to the first down marker? He's pushed out of bounds by Arsvold, and he's very close to the stick, but it looks like he's going to be 2 yards short, and it'll bring fourth down and 3. He got 3 on that carry.
Fredrickson's big and he's fast, but he's also patient. I like that he bounced twice there. He didn't see it, and he knew where he needed to get to for the first down. Just couldn't quite get there, but he got more than probably most backs do in that situation.
True. Scheuer is their kicker. He's averaging 28.5 per punt this season. Snap was low, had to get it off quick. Does. Bigelow is the return man, but he's going to stay completely away from this. It'll go out of bounds near the 40-yard line. We'll see where the officials actually mark it as the Komets force a 3-and-out after already an interception, and they took advantage of the first time. Where'd they put it? The 40.
There's no way. That ball bounced in the stands, didn't it? There's no way it went out of bounds where it bounced in the stands.
Well, it's either that or it bounced near the sideline, then went up into the stands. I don't know. We do have a crazy wind here.
Well, off his foot, I said, great punt. But then I didn't realize it was, I guess it still is.
It was a pretty good punt by Scheuer.
I just thought it went out of bounds a lot earlier than that. Maybe it just took a hard left turn, I guess.
Apparently.
Really hard left turn.
Yes. Komets come right back out then. Leading 7-0. Clock stops at 8:37. 1 to the near side. That would be Bigelow. Man in motion. Handoff on the inside. Jackson Kennedy's turn for 4 yards. Maybe just 3. See where they put him. 44. I've given him 4.
Going hurry up again. They're right back up on the line.
Bigelow on the near side. Ben, I'm sorry. You don't even get to talk then.
That's fine.
Okay.
Just here to look pretty.
All right. Donovan keeping. Turns upfield.
Wow.
Got through 1. Tackled by Dearborn past to the 46-yard line.
Now that's how that option is supposed to work. When you got me looking at Kennedy thinking he's got the ball, that's a good option.
True. They got 8 on that, by the way, for Donovan. 1 to the far side since there's nowhere near moving room. Donovan pitches out to the Logan Vaughn. Vaughn can turn. He gets up the sideline, scoots past the 40, near the 35, mark him at the 36, another 10 yards, and a first down. Logan
Another incredible fake by Donovan.
Vaughn, 7 carries for only 11 yards on the season. Right there, he picks up 10.
Well, he's got the speed. If he can get the corner.
And that's the key for him. And that's what Albany did not allow last week. Komets could not get to that sideline and work their way on the out. First down and 10. Kasson Mantorville. Up on Byron 7-0, 7:58. Handoff Kennedy rolled through Underwood on the tackle. Pardon me, that's Lopez on the tackle. Kennedy does pick up a yard, looks like.
And that time Donovan got eaten up. Tackled about 4 yards in the backfield after the handoff. But when that fake is that good, you can't blame a guy. And this clearly looks like Mo's series off.
Yeah, I would say so because it's been Kennedy, and hand off to Kennedy again. Rushing through near the sticks, right up the middle. Met up with Jake Broughton on the tackle for Byron.
Only guys from the wrestling team have carried on this series at this point.
That's true. Gain of 7 puts third down and 2. By the way, there you go. I'll let you give the shout out. Ben, you probably know the guy.
Mr. Jim Woodfork.
Yeah, it says he's
from
Byron, hasn't missed a game in 25 years.
I feel bad, Jim.
Donovan,
hopefully we can do you justice. It's not the same as being here.
True. Donovan rolls off the first tackle, and he's going to be short. Give him a yard, fourth down, and it's going to be about inches for KM. How about that? 25 years.
He's seen the last time Byron beat KM.
That's true. That's true. And thank you so much for tuning in, too.
Yes.
And I have not done it yet, but I got to give a great shout out to our big sponsors, Kasson Dental, KM Telecom, McKern Financial, Bigelow Homes, and the Kasson School District. Thank you so much to the near 300 of you that are already on the stream tonight. 6:08 to go, clock ticking, fourth down and 1. Tucker will get that and more as he gets past the 25 and to the 23 for 4 tough yards on a fourth down conversion.
Yeah, they bring Mo back in the short yardage situation. Makes sense. It's going to be a tough balance for the Komets when you got kind of your 2 stars going both ways in key positions at linebacker.
Correct.
So you're going to try to get them a blow whenever you can.
Yeah, and that's Kennedy's off now, and it's time for Tucker. Donovan, he slips in between and then gets wrapped up. Broughton again. We're going to call Jake Broughton's name a lot tonight for tackles. He's a middle linebacker, a lot like Kennedy on in every play, 4 yards on the carry for Donovan.
Byron's certainly got some size. It's kind of funny. A lot of their size is at linebacker.
Right.
A couple of their linebackers are every bit as big as their defensive linemen.
Von Arks in the interior. He's a big guy. That's one of their starters. And then you got Holke and De Leon. I mean, those are the 3 main linemen that Byron run, and all 3 of them have, as you said, good size. They run a 3-4 defense. Second down and 6. Tucker, I think he managed to keep that. Boy, the handoff there was a little iffy. Mo did get that, 85 with Christian Connolly on the tackle. I don't know.
A yard?
Yeah, that's all I can give him. Maybe 2 if they stretched it out. Kennedy coming back in.
And Mo comes out.
Yep.
A little bit longer third down here.
And you have to keep that transition going. We're at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. First quarter, clock moving here at KM Telecom Stadium. I'm Joel McCall along with Ben Pearson. Cameraman's Todd Halverson. Thank you so much for being with us week 5. Oh, false start maybe on Kasson Mantorville. Flag got thrown. Or illegal formation, one or the other. Call the false start. Kasson Mantorville has yet to throw a pass. It's been all run. This will be the 10th play of this drive, started at their own 40.
And now you got 3rd and 9, so now you're going to have to throw the football. I mean, unless you're saying it's 2 down or 4 down territory here, which with a kicker like this, I don't think it is. When you got a kicker who can make a field goal pretty regularly from this distance.
Vaughn checking in. Brooks Buchanan out.
Tough game for the Buchanan family, you know that.
Yes, all right.
John, the AD at Byron, and son plays for Kasson.
Yep.
Kasson Mantorville.
He's wearing a half jersey. I doubt it.
No.
Half and half. I highly doubt that. Bigelow is on the near side. Vaughn has moved. Donovan looking on the near side. Going to keep it.
It was there.
It was. He probably would have had Kennedy or Bigelow.
Both were there.
He kept it. Moved past the, or is he at the 19, Ben? Is that where they put it?
Yes.
3 yards?
And they're going to kick.
Well, you got Winkle.
Yeah.
Winkle, he's hit a couple of field goals, none bigger than the game winner at New Prague 2 weeks ago. Well, they didn't even bring Winkle out.
I thought they looked at him and told him to come down.
Yeah,
I'm
4th down and 6.
Donovan made the decision to run there before he looked up, and he got 2 guys out there.
Komets
surprised you.
Far to the right with Bigelow. Buchanan motioned. He gets a kickback block. Turns upfield. Can Buchanan pick it up? He is very close, and he got
Wow.
it. From the 19 to the, yeah, he made it just
I was
past.
going to say, they gave it to him real quick. I
Yes,
thought
they
that was
did.
really close.
Yeah, I am surprised. I got to mark it as this 9. He got exactly what he needed. He got a great block by Bigelow on the far end, too.
It should be 6 because Donovan had gotten 3 the play before.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
I thought you were the math supervisor.
Well, I am. You're right, but I still don't pay attention. Donovan pitches out, coming to this near side. Kuyat, his first carry, and he won't get anything. Teamed up on that with Scheuer and Durst, 2 of the secondary players for Byron. Clock still moves, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Second down and 11 after Kuyat's first handoff goes for -1.
And 6 players have already carried the football for the Komets.
Well, you knew it was going to be running back by committee. It's the complete opposite of what Byron does. Fox has 13 carries all year. Ferrickson is well over 100.
Well, when you got a guy that's over 250 yards a game,
You kind of
you ride that horse.
You feed the beast. Counter play. Buchanan over the far side. He stutter stepped with Broughton chasing him, and he got to the 9-yard line. Boy, it looked like he could have a lot more than that. He ends up with just 3 when I thought everything opened up on that far end.
Yeah, I don't think he trusted himself there. He should have trusted his speed and kept going to the outside. I think, maybe he gets caught, but you're definitely getting caught if you cut inside against Broughton.
People watching from Phoenix.
Phoenix, it's hotter here, I bet. It's 64 degrees.
Well, there is a question about the sideline. Why is KM on this side? That's
Every
to
week.
stay with the chains.
Get that question.
Thank you
every
for
week.
on the live chat. I don't get a chance to see it very often. 3rd down and 9. Pitch on the near side. Turning out field. It's Vaughn. And
Touchdown?
Vaughn got it from 9. 3rd and 8 at 1:02 in the first quarter. Donovan scores his second touchdown of the season. The first one came on an 86-yard touchdown return.
You said Donovan.
Oh, did I? Vaughn. I'm sorry.
You're all right. He put his foot in the ground. He made the decision. He was scoring there.
Yes, he did. Yes, Vaughn.
That's what you do when you get the corner.
I
You
got
just
so
go.
excited
You don't
I just
stop.
said anybody's name.
Well, no, you said it first.
Oh, did I? Okay, yeah. Vaughn is the one that scored, and it is the second touchdown. Winkle on the PAT.
Is that 9 yards?
Yes. Oh, that was
blocked?
blocked. Yeah. So Winkle's PAT no good. And yeah, I'm sorry to step on you, but you're exactly right. Vaughn got the edge, got great blocking on the outside yet again from the offensive line, and you're right. He didn't think about slowing down at all.
Well, it pays off going for it on 4th down there. That was one where you certainly could have sent your kicker out there and made it a 2-score game that way. But again, they're doing it with confidence here, and now they've done exactly what they had to do against a running team in Byron. Has put them in a hole, a 13-0 hole, and now they're going to be in spots where they're going to have to throw the football a little bit more than they want to.
For sure. Again, we talked about how for the year, Scheuer, 11 out of 23. You know why I said Donovan again? Because I saw Donovan on the chat. Riley Donovan was on the chat.
Nice. Coach.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you for hopping on, watching the stream on a football Friday night. My goodness, can't ask for better weather. Get all your yard work done this weekend if you haven't done it yet, which I haven't.
I did last weekend when it was cold and windy, thinking I might not get another opportunity to. Stood out there in the wind and took the trampoline down.
Oh boy, yeah, that wouldn't be fun. Returned at the 2. Fox again, finding room. Look out! He's going to be down to the 35. Make it closer to the 40. Good return by Fox. Tyler
Really?
Fox switched from the far end to the near end to take the return.
An outstanding effort, individual effort there by him. Could have gone down a lot earlier,
Yes.
but he kept his legs moving and battled all the way up to the 38-yard line. So Byron starts off with its best field position here.
Correct. They started at their own 22, 23, and 38. Third drive for Byron. If you're just joining us, they threw a pick in their first drive. They 3 and out the second drive. Komets scored on both their drives. 52 seconds is left, first quarter. Play fake. Scheuer looks down the middle.
Wide
He's got
open.
a man.
Oh.
And wow, missing that is Matt Miller. the tight end / defensive lineman. He does have 4 catches for 36 yards on the season. That one, flat out dropped it. And that's a play he's got to make, Ben.
That's a huge gain if not gone. You're going to need to do that right there because it's going to be hard for this defense to not bite on that fake to Frieriksen. And boy, it couldn't have worked out any better than the last part.
Yes.
Nicely
right
thrown
about
and well-designed play.
Handoff, Frieriksen, bread and butter for 41. Did he
They
fumble the
fumble?
football? Comets are saying he did. Mo Tucker has
God.
it!
King Mo.
41-yard
Wow.
line. 2 turnovers for Byron in the first quarter alone. And Kasson Mantorville took advantage of the first.
I tell you, strange things happen when these two programs lock up. And there is, again, something to be said about history.
True.
When you know you haven't beat a program in that long, things can snowball really quickly.
That drive stops at 12 seconds. Comets
Wow.
take over at the Byron 42.
So we're in the first quarter, and we forced 2 turnovers here. A fumble and,
2
fumble and
turnovers.
an interception.
Boy, this is reminiscent of last week, only what's
way around.
happening with, the other way around with Kasson Mantorville had those 4 turnovers. And Albany took advantage and scored every time. Donovan going to go back to pass. Boy, he's got nowhere to go.
But it
and he
doesn't
threw it
matter.
up to Logan Vaughn, who made an adjustment, and he ends up catching it over underneath his right shoulder. How in the world? 14 yards. Prayers answered.
No, it's one of those ones where coach is like, no! Eat
And
it!
And he caught it. Logan Vaughn.
Well, things are certainly going the Comets' way.
Yes, I would say so. Somebody brought the rosary here tonight to KM Telecom Stadium. 12 seconds left. Todd says he's wearing one. Tucker.
No, Donovan.
Oh, yeah, Donovan, pardon me. He pulled it away.
Doing it well tonight. I'll tell you what.
He is.
When he can trick us up here, we're not that far away.
Maybe 3. 3, I think, is what he ends up getting, and that's the end of the first quarter. 13-0.
Wow.
Kasson Mantorville forces 2 turnovers, and they score on the first. We'll see if they can take advantage of the second one when we come right back here on KM Activities, your home for the Comets.
This sports broadcast on KM Activities YouTube channel is sponsored in part by Bigelow Homes, delivering customers homes with innovative and affordable design built around the way you live and personalized to your specific needs. If you're wanting the home of your dreams, start by visiting bigelowhomes.net. Kasson Dental, where their goal is to respectfully serve their patients by providing the highest quality dental care in a friendly, comfortable atmosphere. The staff at Kasson Dental is ready to meet your dental needs. You can make an appointment on their website, kassondental.com. The Kasson Mantorville School District, Comet fans, parents, and students should all be getting their information from the Kasson Mantorville High School Twitter page. Follow KM Comets HS. We thank our other great sponsors as well, McKern Financial and KM Telecom.
No, you don't have to talk.
Ben, I won't turn you down too much, I can tell you that.
All right.
How about that? 13-0. Kasson Mantorville leading after the first quarter of 2 turnovers they force on Byron, and it's Mo Tucker starting in the second half, second down and 7, or the second quarter, pardon me, gets past the 20-yard line.
4 or 5?
Pretty close to 5. And at the 25 for Kasson Mantorville, they're going quickly. Bigelow on the far side. So Tucker with 5, third down and 1.
I like to hurry up, but if we score here, I think go ahead and start taking your time.
And Tucker
Jeepers.
is plowing through. He'll easily get the first down past the 15.
I'm going to
8 yards.
email Coach Halder after the game because I want to hear how many tackles Broughton had after that because he is everywhere.
Yeah, Broughton is the guy that's bringing Tucker down. This is Donovan on the carry. Connolly gets him, but not after getting past the 10, close to the 5. Put him at a 5-yard gain.
How many did you give Mo on his last one?
That was an 8, sir. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Ooh, Comets look like they almost moved quick.
Mo again.
Yeah, it's Mo cutting from right back into the left towards the hash. What did he end up getting there? 3rd down and 2. He gained 4. 3rd down and 2. Now my computer reset the software. I hope we're still going.
You'll probably start getting hate mail for me.
I'm sure I will. Donovan keeping, trying to get on the outside. He won't get there.
80.
Yes,
80.
That's a very nice play by Trent DeCook Jr. helping out.
Stayed home, handled his responsibility there, and in a play like that, that's everything. But we got a kicker here.
That was a really nice play by DeCook. Read it well, caught Donovan.
Stayed home. That's
Yes.
what his responsibility is there, and he did it. And he made a one-on-one play that if he doesn't, it's probably a touchdown.
I agree, and it ended up being a loss of 6 for Donovan. Winkle holding at the 15-yard line, so a 25-yard
Wide left.
field goal and no good. Just missed it to the left here, correct.
Got all of it, just didn't. Just missed it left.
Yep.
Well, Byron survives that one. Now here's where you don't want that 50-yard run to come,
Right.
because boy, they're looking for anything, looking for momentum right now.
Now that should move to the 15, and that's where they'll spot it to start.
20.
Is it the 20? Oh, pardon me. Then that was a 30-yard field goal. I was looking. I thought he was standing at the 15. Make it the 20, and Byron will start there with Scheuer. Shotgun formation as Ferrickson next to him. Twins to his left, our near side. Handoff, Ferrickson. Found a hole, and he's got a big one. 35, 40, being drugged down from behind.
22.
Good save by... End up making that tackle was Logan Leff. Catching him from behind, 22 yards for Ferrickson, biggest run of his night.
That sounds like something I said we couldn't do right there.
Just a momentum play for Byron. They'll go Twins over to the far side this time. Logan Leff was the corner that came back to make that tackle from behind. The snap was high. Scheuer's going to have to eat it. Nowhere to go. Back to the line of scrimmage. May not even got there. Lowers and Arsvold in on the tackle.
I think that ball was snapped early. I don't think he was expecting the ball yet.
No gain.
Honestly, a good play by him to come down with the ball and know we're just eating this. We're not going to force something and turn the ball over again.
Right, try to manage something out of it. 2nd down and 10, 8:55, clock moving. Before halftime, handoff, Ferrickson trying to get away from Kennedy. He does get him tripped up just enough where sliding down.
Just all effort on that play, because at 67 for Byron got a little chip on him at the end there, and I thought it might be enough just to spring Ferrickson. But Kennedy sold out, and what a huge tackle.
For 1 yard, that's all he got.
Huge tackle by Kennedy. I don't know how far he might still be running.
Yeah, agreed, because he was going to get to he found the edge. He got to the corner on that right side. Said 3rd down and 9. Scheuer rolling to this near side as Ferrickson helping him block. Looking for a man. He underthrew Olive. Man he was looking for earlier, and that would have been a 1st down. He was right at the sticks, and he was wide open, Ben.
He needed to plant his feet and throw that football. Trying to throw that across your body over to the sideline like that, it's tough to do. I don't care who you are.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what, those last few plays, the Byron offensive line has looked a lot better. They're winning the one-on-one battles there finally that they weren't winning earlier in this game. But huge 3rd down stop for the Comets to not let them get any points out of that.
And they're lucky, too, because he was open. Olive was open. Scheuer's the man to punt. Got it away. High punt. Bigelow Will
catch.
Oh no, he
I
did
thought
fair.
he put
I
his
thought he
arm
did
up.
fair
They're gonna
catch.
throw a flag there.
Yeah, I think
It's an illegal fair catch.
Yep, he did make the signal. He ended up at about the 17. This will knock back Kasson Mantorville. 13-0, 8 minutes even. Bigelow's wondering what he did, but he did raise his arm.
I think he was between deciding if he was going to do it, and then his arm had already gone up, and you can't change your mind.
Nope.
Not how that works.
Yeah, he kind of halfway put it up. Coach Frankie, Coach Swanson, pacing back and forth on the sideline. I get to see Mr. Frankie daily now. I see Mr. Swanson on Google Meets, but then I see Frankie face to face. Mrs. Swanson, I usually see about daily.
I hide from you so you don't see me.
I never see you.
Yeah.
Only one time I saw you because I was late getting to school. I felt like I was a kid
I shouldn't have buzzed him in.
Yeah, I know. I thought you weren't at first. So 8 minutes even on the clock. If you don't know, I'm a classroom supervisor. I help out Mrs. Yitzty's class and Coach Swanson's class. At the fun, darn right. Hey, they like me. Erin from Block 2 from Mrs. Yitzty's class, she wanted a shout out. She's from Block 3, pardon me, Block 3. So hi, Erin. Thanks for watching tonight. She said she wanted a shout out. There you go. I provided it for you. So I did not get her cookies. None of the classroom got cookies. I had homemade cake tonight. 4-yard carry for Kennedy. We'll get away from the baking goods and get back to football. Guys want cookies up here. Man, I'm not a factory, all right?
Yeah.
Todd's winning the pick'ems. We'll
Well,
get to those at halftime.
We were taking those seriously.
Yeah, I know, Ben. We just joke around. Todd's the only one that's taking them seriously. Handoff, Kennedy again, battling near the 15.
So the Komets start off with their worst field position of the night.
Yes.
And honestly, they could use a clock-eating drive here.
What did he get? He
Maybe
gained 5.
5?
I knew he was close to the sticks. Kennedy's going to get the first down this time, spinning away from the first tackler, and then, of course, being dropped down by, you want to just say who it was? Because you know who it was.
You know who it was.
Broughton, again. But that's 5 more yards. Almost 6, really, for Kennedy, and a first down for Kasson Mantorville. You're talking about a time-wasting drive. Under 7 before halftime. 6:50, clock moving. Second quarter, 13-0, Kasson Mantorville leading. Man in motion. They don't go there. They go to Kennedy. He comes through and he steps on a man to the 35. Drug down to the 38.
He ate up the safety.
Conley ends up making the tackle.
How many did you give him there?
Oh, he got
38.
He's to the 38. They were at the 20-18. At a first down.
Yeah, they ran up there to get on the line fast, and Coach told them to back off. And I agree with that because the reality with this drive is the less time you can give the ball back to Byron with, I don't care about scoring. Travis Berge wants you to stop talking about food.
Well, that means I'll just talk about it more. On the near side for Bigelow, and they go Donovan keeping. No, wait, it's on the far side. Pardon me, it was Kuyat all the way on the far side. Got past right at the 50. Right at the 50 for 12 more. He confused me on that one, Ben.
He pitched it at the last second.
I would look at interior. Then I'm trying to find spot Donovan.
Now we went out of bounds, though, so he stopped the clock. 6:07 left before half.
Thank you.
Komets get the ball at halftime. Like
yes.
I said, I don't care if we get points here. I just want to see the clock evaporate.
Bigelow on the far side. He switched places. Tucker's at the backfield. Double wing. Man in motion.
They're coming. Yeah.
They get Tucker, and nothing doing that time.
Might
Byron
have to go some play action here. As much as I want the clock eaten, they're starting to anticipate.
Tyler Strain was the man that came in there first. No gain for Tucker. Yeah, thank you for, that's right. Kasson Mantorville on the coin flip. Sitting at 2-1 on the season. Byron at 4-0. Remember, Komets didn't play their first week. I was scared they weren't going to get next week. There's your play action. Donovan looking far this near side. far down the field is what I meant to say. 30-yard line, but an incomplete pass. Two guys out there, Kuyat and Bigelow, but neither one of them come up with it.
That's a confidence one that he's just going to have to learn that you don't need to throw that ball until someone's to you. And there wasn't anybody in his face yet. He just, you get a little excited and want to chuck it up there. He waits 2 more ticks there, and
Yes.
I don't know. You're going to have yourself a chance for a really big play.
Kuyat
Now you're
out.
facing 3rd and long.
Right, 3rd down and long. They took Kuyat out, Buchanan back in. Komets run with Bigelow on this near side. Straight in front of us at the 50-yard line is Kasson. Pitch to Vaughn. Tries to turn upfield, does get one block, but the Byron Bears have snuffed this out, and they will come together with Lopez as well as James Durst for a no gain for Vaughn, and Winkle will have to come out to punt for Kasson for the first time tonight. Fox will be the return man. Let's see where he plants his feet. Inside the 10 is where he's going. Winkle will love to pin him right where he stands with good coverage, so no return. Snap was okay. Got it off.
Good bounce.
And,
he
Fox
could have
played it inside the 5.
let that go in the end zone.
Yes.
And they're going to get called for a horse collar tackle.
Flag being thrown as Fox gets thrown out right around the 9-yard line. Boy, he should have let that go. You would have a much better field position, although now with
the
15 yards.
Yeah,
gained 5 yards.
He got the edge, and there he was going to have a decent return, and he reached out and grabbed all he can grab, and unfortunately he's going to get flagged for it here.
Byron, 4:32. Clock has stopped. Trying to get clarification on the flag. And
he just didn't call the personal foul is what he called.
Personal foul. So it should move to about the 25. That's where Byron's going to start.
I say the officials are about as far away from us at that point.
I couldn't see. I couldn't see anything. 22 was so they threw the flag at the 7.
It looked like he'd gone like this. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I wasn't. As you said, the officials so far on the other side, and
I've got all the excuses for why I didn't see that.
Well, I'm in agreement with you because I didn't see it either. Twins to this near side. Byron Bears going right to left. Gold pants, white jerseys. Ferrickson on the handoff, trying to get to the corner, getting some blocks downfield. Does manage to wiggle through to the 27, and they'll gain 4 yards, maybe closer to 5. Whatever you want to do there, Ben.
Putting 5 on there.
Okay. Good, because you were right and I was wrong. That hasn't happened more times in the pick'em, though. I do lead you as well.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah, I know. We both stink.
I wouldn't be bragging about either of our records.
No. If we were in Vegas, we would be broke. 2 to the far side. Scheuer, hands off. Ferrickson coming to the near side with very little room. Helping out downfield. I got to give a block to Easton Holke. I got to mention him, too. Gain of 6, first down. Todd can go get his.
Todd's gonna. You gotta pick against the spread if you're gonna make millions, man.
True, and he's got to get a lottery ticket first too. Clock moving. We're under 4 before halftime. Clock has stopped, I should say, because he did go out of bounds. 3:52 to go. Hand off. Ferrickson tried to find a little room by the left guard. Does for a few. Komets
Clock is running. 3:40 left before halftime.
Kennedy in on the tackle. Can't believe I'd say that. Gavin Giesler also helping him. 4 yards for Ferrickson. See, we moved off of food. We'd stop talking about it after a while. 2nd down and 6. Only 7:36 is the time. This game is flying by because it's all about the run. 1 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Hand off. Ferrickson did find a hole past the 45, spinning his way through the tackle. Vaughn will get the tackle. It'll be another first down. Gain of 9. Moloch at the 47.
3 minutes.
And Byron's trying to find a little
Neither of these teams are of the quick strike variety.
True.
So if you can keep them off the scoreboard here, you're going to feel pretty good.
Ground and pound. High snap. Scheuer was able to manage. Ferrickson to the 50. Falling forward there. Guess who? Kennedy. Tucker. I'll also mention, Gavin Giesler, who just got the last tackle too. So I guess they just want their names called, Ben. Same three guys have got the tackle twice. Back-to-back plays for Kasson-Mantorville. 2nd down and 7. 2:22. Byron in no hurry though either, huh?
Well,
No
like I
surprise.
said, they know they're giving up the ball at halftime.
Yeah, but you can't deflate it too much, Ben.
Cut
Otherwise-
possessions.
Ferrickson bouncing.
So
Boy, look at the
patient.
patience. Bounced off 2 to the 40, then steps
Wow.
back inside to the outside.
Kid can play.
Wow. Bounces to the inside, then back out to get out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
So 18.
Yes. That's a magnificent run right there. I give credit where credit is due. Ferrickson, that's a heck of a play. And
Wow.
what smarts to get out of bounds.
And again, the Byron offensive line has looked a lot better on their last 2 possessions. They're starting to win those one-on-one battles up front, and it's given Frierson the time to be patient.
Byron takes
They
a
call
timeout.
timeout with the clock not running with 2:02 remaining before half.
Thank you. I was wondering about that.
Coach.
He went out of bounds, so the clock had already stopped. I was about to say we're going to hit the 2-minute warning at the next play, but instead, Halder takes a timeout, 2:02 before halftime. Let's talk a little bit about other games that are happening tonight. As I mentioned, that I was scared that Kasson-Mantorville was going to have to move their schedule again because Faribault and Winona were supposed to play last night, canceled that. Then all of a sudden on Twitter today, oh, hey, we're going to play. So that's a game tonight between 2 teams that are in the same section, Faribault and Winona. Red Wing is at Leeward. Red Wing is also in this section. And then Albert Lee is the other team besides these 2. Stewartville's at Cannon Falls. John Marshall hosting Austin. I mentioned, Mankato West at Owatonna. Mayo took on Mankato East right at this field last night. PEM at Lake City, Chatfield at Triton. KW found an opponent. They were struggling to find one. Kenny Wanamingo playing Paynesville.
Wow.
Yeah, they ended up getting one tonight. Scheuer, hands off. Ferrickson doing everything he can to get to that far side. Turns the corner.
But again, he basically walks to the corner and waits for his opportunity to take off. And when he takes off, he takes off.
And gained 12. And out of bounds. Gavin Giesler was chasing him. But as you said, when he turned, he was gone.
So they really had him bottled up early, but now he's had runs of 22, 9, 18, and 12.
And, yeah, 9, 18, and 12 are all this drive. 1:55, clock is stopped. Ferrickson again, far side, gets popped as he manages his way past the right tackle, and you're correct. Kennedy, Moe, Ben Nelson also in. I think that's 6. That might be Owen Bradford, pardon me. Is that 59 or 69? They bleed together. Both of them have been playing. I think that's 59 Owen Bradford. I'll give him credit, too. 3 yards. Ben Fearson on the tackle, too. Why not? Clock moves at 1:20 for halftime. Kasson-Mantorville
That's
taking
a
a
good
timeout.
Let the clock run down a little bit, then you take it.
Second
I
down
like
and
that
7. Yeah, second down and 7.
1:20 left before the half. They got it at the 14.
Bigelow Homes, McKern Financial Group, Kasson Dental, KM Telecom, and the Kasson-Mantorville School District, all being our great sponsors. I worked on the hockey, basketball, wrestling, gymnastics schedule today. I haven't talked to Mr. Trinan about anything yet. He texted me a couple times tonight, but I haven't fully put anything out on our Google Doc so far, our Google spreadsheet, I guess it were. So not finalized, but certainly thinking about that. But you got volleyball going on yet, too. They had a big win last night against Cannon Falls, 3-0, and so the Komets are sitting alone in second place in the HVL. Got anything to add on that, Ben?
Well, I mean, it's a weird season
It
to
is.
look at standings.
Isn't
but
it weird?
Doesn't feel like a normal year. You look at the section standings more than anything this year.
True. Because that's going to be it. You finish your section, you're a section champion, and that's as high as you're going to go. Ferrickson trying to turn it up. Kennedy right there. No gain.
Kennedy get dinged up a little on that. Slow to get up. He's all right. Get nothing there?
Nothing. He got nothing. I mean, he got absolutely nothing. Trinan also said we're calling a great game, so I'll take that too.
Can't even disagree with him.
Nope. Speaks the truth, doesn't he? Pat ourselves on the back.
Is Dana listening?
Dana is listening because she knows that you're helping out.
I know.
She didn't listen to a single minute of the Albany game
bet.
last week. Twins to the far side. 45 seconds. Ferrickson. Mo Tucker. Got him down!
They're letting the clock go.
Yes, they are. Loss of 3.
They must be thinking they're going to try a field goal. Because I feel like you'd be
Well,
calling timeout.
they have a good kicker.
They must be letting her run down, and they're going to try a kick because I don't think you let the clock run otherwise.
Right. Here at 20 seconds for the Byron Bears, down 13-0. As Ben alluded to, Kasson Mantorville gets the ball first to start the second half. They've dwindled it all the way to 12, my favorite number, and that will be it.
Sean Dunstan's number? You probably don't even know who that is. I'll tell you what,
Don't use that term, Dana, when she texts me that. I won't say what she said, but she said hocus pocus was what they were watching last week. That's why she couldn't watch football. But the term she used, I'm just not going to use that on the air.
Lots of excuses not to listen when I'm,
And when it's not you, Ben, apparently,
I get it.
You got the golden voice where she just hears me too often.
I got a face for radio.
I'm old news, man, especially at my house. Fourth and 9.
Should be about let's see.
What you been waiting for?
32-yard field goal.
Right.
12 seconds left.
They're not even bringing the field goal unit out. They're going to go for it. Scheuer,
clock down, man.
Shotgun formation, and he hands it off to Ferguson. He's going to throw it. And he hoists.
They're going to call pass interference.
Bigelow has the interception,
but
it's all going to come back anyway.
There's 2 seconds left on the clock as he's tackled here.
But Bigelow.
So it's going to be, but there's no, we're at the 15. It won't be a first down. It will be 4th and 1.
It'll be 4th and 1.
Because it'll be half the distance to the goal.
Right, from the 15.
There's not an automatic first down in high school football. So it should be 4th and 1 with 2 seconds left. And you can't have a more pivotal moment in the football game now. If you find a way to keep them off the scoreboard and you get the ball in the second half.
Huge play. But Bigelow, there was a lot of hand fighting, and then Bigelow pushed him. And that's what they're going to call. They got to call the last.
Tell you what. Now Halder is definitely going to question running that clock down.
Right, because they would have
they could run the football, take a timeout, and then have a couple of plays, conceivably.
Correct. Well, you called it. They moved it to the 8-yard line, and it should be 4th down and about 1.5 yards. And
but
they're
you can't
still
worry about the
go
first.
for it.
Well, you can't worry about the first down. You're going to throw it again.
Right. Scheuer looks, rolls to the right, throwing back over to the other side is Broughton.
But
he'll have to break the tackle, and he won't. Mo Tucker brings Jake Broughton down.
Huge stop.
He gained 2 yards, and that is it. End of the half, and the Kasson Mantorville Komets keep the Byron Bears off the scoreboard, as Ben said, and ended up holding off and with a throwback play. Scheuer rolling out to the far side. Look back, Broughton, who has had a couple of catches on the season, not for big yardage, but for some key first downs. And instead, Komets with the open field tackle with Mo Tucker, 13-0. Kasson Mantorville leads as we go to halftime. When we come back after the break, it's what everybody's waiting for.
Yeah.
I know for a fact you're holding with bated breath as we'll come back and bring you our picks for this coming week. We'll go over the standings. We'll also talk about the drives from the first half and how the scoring went down. Ben will have some stats for you. When we come back, we'll thank our great sponsors here on KM Activities. Kasson Mantorville leads 13-0.
Sports broadcast on KM Activities YouTube channel is sponsored in part by McKern Financial Group, a full-service accounting firm serving clients throughout the Kasson-Mantorville area and beyond. Chris and company provide professional, personalized services and guidance in a wide range of financial and business needs. KM Telecom football season has arrived, and if you don't want to miss any of the action, sign up for KM TV. KM Telecom has a multitude of cable packages to ensure your living room is a mecca for entertainment. Find out more at kmtel.com and by Kasson Dental, Bigelow Homes, and the Kasson-Mantorville School District. This sports broadcast on KM Activities YouTube channel is sponsored in part by Bigelow Homes, delivering customers homes with innovative and affordable design built around the way you live and personalized to your specific needs. If you're wanting the home of your dreams, start by visiting bigelowhomes.net. Kasson Dental, where their goal is to respectfully serve their patients by providing the highest quality dental care in a friendly, comfortable atmosphere. The staff at Kasson Dental is ready to meet your dental needs. You can make an appointment on their website, kassondental.com. The Kasson-Mantorville School District, Komet fans, parents, and students should all be getting their information from the Kasson-Mantorville High School Twitter page. Follow KM Komets HS. We thank our other great sponsors as well, McKern Financial and KM Telecom.
Kasson Mantorville, their seniors and parents getting recognized tonight, as that's what we have going on right now. 13-0 halftime score. Kasson Mantorville leading. As here's the drives. Byron started it, interception. Still never saw who got the interception, unfortunately. Kasson Mantorville started their first drive at the 32-yard line of Byron's. Plays of 6-19, 1-1. Mo Tucker with the touchdown. PAT good. Byron came out 3 and out, had a punt. Komets got a back 40-yard line of their own. Had 14 plays in that drive. Biggest play was 10. Out of it, 9 yards was the touchdown run for Vaughn, and 13-0 as the PAT was good. Last of the drives, 2 plays for Byron. They fumbled by Frerichsen. Mo Tucker had the recovery. Komets were able to take advantage with a field goal attempt, but a missed field goal by Winkle at 25 yards, followed by 2 punts, and then the end of the half where Byron had the ball at their own 22, got plays of 5, 6, 4, 9, 3, 18, 12, 3, nothing. -3 key play, 4th down on the pass interference call from Jace Bigelow, gave Byron another chance. They didn't vie for the field goal. They wanted to go for the touchdown. They had a throwback pass and tackled in the open field by Mo Tucker for 2 yards for Jake Broughton. That ends the first half. How about stats from you, Ben Fearson?
Tell you what, you if I told you coming in you'd hold Frerichsen to 81 yards in the first half, you'd feel pretty good about the first half. So he had 14 carries for 81 yards. Quarterback Shure, is it Shure? Is that how you say his name?
Mm-hmm.
Shure had 2 carries for 5 yards, and that was it. Then they completed 1 pass for 2 yards. I mean, there's your difference. Byron ran a total of 19 plays in the first half, where the Komets ran a total of 31 plays in the first half. And
Ball control,
correct.
time of possession, and then you have Frerichsen, who's averaging 250 a game at 88.
for 81 yards. 14 for
81,
and
pardon me.
You'll take that every time against that kid. Now, most kids you're not real happy you're giving up 81 yards to.
True.
Kid averaging over 250 yards a game, you'll take it. Leading the way for the Komets, Patrick. Jackson Kennedy.
Wow, you're
Jackson
doing that
Kennedy.
tonight for Kennedy?
I just said wrestler.
Man, oh man.
Jackson Kennedy, 7 carries for 43 yards. Mo had 8 carries for 32. And then you got a whole bunch of guys, Donovan, 7 for 15.
Vaughn,
3 for 20.
with the TD.
Buchanan, 2 for 10. Kuyat, 2 for 11.
Todd Halverson for 2.
Yeah, Todd for sure had
I
at
think,
least 2.
I think he had a gain of 2.
He's running to pick up some of that brisket, I'll tell you. We completed one pass for 14 yards. There you go. So we had 155 total yards in the first half, whereas Byron had 89 total yards in the first half.
Oofta. All right, Pick'ems College. We start tonight, Friday night. BYU, number 9. They're at number 21, Boise State. Todd.
I'll do it when I'm ready.
Which game are we on?
BYU, Boise State. What do you mean you'll do it when you're ready?
Is it his turn first?
Yeah, he's the leader. So
not
here's the
fair.
standings. Todd's at 16-8. I'm at 13-11. Ben's at 11-13.
You have to pick them all first because I'm going to pick all different from you.
Let's
and just
go.
press.
Come on, we don't have the time here.
It's on the blue turf. That's all you need to know.
What's the first one?
BYU at Boise State. What's he doing here?
I'm doing my spreadsheet.
Oh, my God. Well, I'm going to take –
It's not fair that I wrote my picks on the sheet, so you know what my picks are.
he takes BYU. I took Boise State. Woo! Number 25, Liberty, is at Virginia Tech. Here's an odd one for you. See, you
it's
asked
not.
for something different.
Liberty's legit.
Liberty at Virginia Tech. Pardon
I'm
me.
taking Liberty.
Yes, you are, and so am
I
I.
had a Liberty shirt.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Liberty.
Oh, come on, Todd.
I almost took
Now I
Tech.
want to go.
Number 23, Michigan. At number 13, Indiana. What is going on with Michigan? What's been going on in Indiana? This is an 11 o'clock game on FS1. I'll take Indiana.
Todd?
Indiana.
All right, Michigan.
Yeah, I know. You got the difference. And number 1, Clemson without Trevor Lawrence, unfortunately. At number 4, Notre Dame. NBC 7:30 Saturday night game. Todd?
His turn first again?
He went with Clemson. Yeah, that was four games.
You went Clemson. I'm going Notre Dame, and if Trevor Lawrence was playing, I'd go Clemson by 50.
Same.
And I'm going Notre Dame.
Same. I'm going Notre Dame as well, just because.
Todd, you
No.
are either going to be way ahead still or ahead by a little bit less.
Yes, correct, exactly. We need him to go for like an offer.
Good so far.
We start with the pros. Fox early. Seattle at Buffalo. I'll go first, and I'll take Buffalo. You got a
Todd?
Seattle at Buffalo. Got that western side going to the eastern coast. It's just never a good thing.
It's probably be like 70 degrees out there, I suppose.
Todd.
Yeah.
He took Seattle.
We are going to be 100 games behind this.
Yes, no kidding. So Ben and I both took Buffalo. Ben, your turn. Detroit at Minnesota. Pardon me. Detroit at Minnesota.
I honestly,
Fox. Pardon me. This is CBS at noon.
I want to take Detroit, but I can't. I got to take the Vikes. Todd, Detroit?
I'm taking Minnesota as well.
What?
I'm
Can
sorry.
I change my pick then?
No.
Come on.
That ball game, by the way, has the best play-by-play man in the business, Kevin Harlan,
I was going to say, if you say PA.
on the call. He is fantastic. CBS at noon. He'll be with Trent Green. You'll just get overjoyed listening to Kevin Harlan. He's 1,000 times better than I am. I could never live up to Kevin
I
Harlan's
miss him
stature.
on Wolves games.
He's so good. Miami at Arizona. CBS late game. Todd, you're first.
You saw my pick now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Gosh, you're such a cheater, Todd. You're taking Miami? They won last week.
Come on. You know, everybody's waiting. Nobody can hear you talk.
Todd, halftime's going to be over.
Taking Arizona, so am I.
Samesies.
Everybody took Arizona on that with Miami at Arizona. Again, CBS late. And then the NBC Sunday night game. This has New Orleans at Tampa Bay. Ben, you're first. I see it, but just say it.
I don't remember who I
You took Tampa.
Tampa.
You took New Orleans.
Again, I'm either going to make up all the ground this week. I will be 100 games behind.
Tampa Bay's just playing too well right now. I would really like to take New Orleans, actually, but now that Todd didn't take New Orleans, I'm going to take Tampa Bay. I know you did. So I'm going to take Tampa Bay, too, because I need to gain some ground as well. So there's your picks
after this.
for the week. Fine, I'll turn Ben up a little bit.
See, she
Christmas.
wants to hear me, not you. Turn you down.
You already know who texts me. Oh, my
Crank
goodness.
Ben up.
Crank Ben up. You know, it's all about that tea. I take the caffeine tea before we start these broadcasts, and I just get so
I
Jones.
just drink like 2 Monster Energy drinks.
Oh, no,
and
I don't
I'm
drink
good.
any of that. And I'll stay away from pop most of the time, too.
So do I.
Thank you again for listening to all the garbage that gets spewed on here when it
What?
comes to picks. You know, none of us.
You need to let me choose 10 college games one week, and then we're talking.
No.
Just give me the whole slate of Sun
No.
Belt games.
No.
I love the Sun Belt.
games.
Love the Sun Belt.
Belt games.
I'm all about the Sun Belt. Mac came back this week. Maction on Wednesday nights.
Action.
They're going to be split between Tuesdays and Wednesdays moving forward. Now, if you could just give me Sun Belt on Thursday and Friday, I'd be a happy man. My wife wouldn't be happy.
I'm just checking the.
Mountain West played last night.
Yeah, they did.
Now
They were asking about Byron's last win.
2003.
Yeah, that's what you
Who's
said.
asking?
Michael Weaver had it. He said Byron last win was the 2000 season is what he had.
2000 regular season. They
Ah.
beat them in the. This is what Mr. Trinan said, that they beat them in the regular season, and Byron beat them in the playoffs in 2003. Because I tried to go back as far as I could on Minnesota scores, and it didn't have it that far back.
Got it.
I went through every year and saw that the Komets hadn't lost to Byron for as long as that went back.
The Hawks must have been the game that you're thinking of, Seattle and Buffalo. Somebody that Jordan Sorensen asking about that, and he said Hawks by 1,000,000.
No, he's talking about Iowa Hawkeyes.
Oh, we didn't pick that game because it
Sorensen.
doesn't matter.
Hawks by nothing. Sorensen. The Hawkeyes are terrible.
Who they playing?
Who cares? They're terrible.
well, that's
I-
why
there's
it's
not
not
a
on
team-
the pick list,
there's not a
Ben.
team-
That's why it's not on the pick list. Only picking the most important games.
Hey, we want to pick even games.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's
you
exact-
give me a Sun Belt
that's what
slate,
I'm
and I'll tell
trying.
you what, I'm going to make up a lot of ground.
It's hard to find some even games. This week, I did not take the SEC, though. They have a big game this weekend, too. That's Georgia and Florida. But I didn't take that. It's in Jacksonville.
I'll take Georgia.
I think they'll probably win, but you never know. And I didn't care, and I don't like the SEC anyway, so therefore I didn't pick the.
Definitely Sun Belt
Oh,
better
thank
than
you.
the SEC.
Got some water
Thanks,
up here.
Todd.
Appreciate that.
Todd's like, our big brother.
Yeah, he does help
Looks
us out.
over us.
Kasson Mantorville leading 13-0. Just put 2 minutes back up on the big board here at KM Telecom Stadium. Again, thanks to our great sponsors helping us out throughout volleyball season as well. By the way, next week, the only thing we have is football on Wednesday. No volleyball next week. They're on the road. The girls are on the road for a couple games in a
that's
row.
Right, that's a Wednesday.
So Wednesday night
I forgot.
against Winona is our next broadcast here on KM Activities.
I wonder
the-
if that game's going to happen, because didn't Winona lose their game this week due to COVID?
No, they did not. So they end up playing tonight.
Oh, they did.
That's the thing. Faribault. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention I'm wrong on that because Friday night next week we will have volleyball. It's Stewartville coming to Kasson Mantorville for a big time matchup on the 12th.
AVO. He'll have his best Adidas on.
It's going to be a good one. Is that Friday or is that now I've got myself all discombobulated.
I'm surprised Sorensen didn't just text me that Iowa Hawkeye garbage.
12th. Yeah, I have that on the 12th. Is that Thursday night? Pardon me. Thursday night volleyball. Travis Berge helping me out, texting me it's Thursday.
Who are they playing?
That's Stewartville.
Joe, who's Lured playing tonight?
Lured tonight. I had it. Red Wing.
No.
They're hosting Red Wing. I'm here to help.
You're here
So
for
yeah,
something.
Thursday night will be Stewartville and Kasson Mantorville volleyball. So we'll have back-to-back nights with stuff here on KM Activities.
Cannon Falls had fans there last night, students.
I know.
Why can't Kasson?
Why are you asking me that question? You know who to ask that question to.
Who?
You have his phone number.
Who?
Text him.
He doesn't know the
Eric Mertens?
No,
The
Brock.
State High School League guy?
Text
Oh.
Brock. They did have fans there last night for Cannon Falls. Maybe they didn't allow much of the parents. That's what I'm guessing. That's what I would. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. Either that or they didn't hate their 250 max. So, although it's not 250 max in a gym, it is 2 tickets per student. And maybe last night was like a student only
Well, maybe they just gave their tickets to the students.
Right, homecoming. Right, yeah,
Forget
exactly.
the parents.
Maybe, yeah, they
It's-
forget the. Yeah, there's some.
I
There's some
think
students in the end
there's
zone.
plenty of parents that have said the kids should get to go to some games too.
Yeah,
and I get it. This
I
is-
agree.
You want normalcy. Friday night football games is normalcy. Like
Right.
that's where you are on Friday night. You forget it. You know, I have little kids, but my 6-year-old, asked, Dad, I miss going to the football
Football
field.
games.
He didn't even say game. He said football field on Friday nights, and it's like that's where you get a little tear in your eye when you don't get to do stuff like that.
Yep, you're 100% right about that. Kasson has the lead at 13-0.
Yep. Mr. Matuska did confirm the Cannon Falls parents gave students their tickets.
Tickets. Yep.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's why they
So
have.
nice,
So he's listening tonight too.
Yeah, he's riding us pretty
Schmidt.
hard.
Well, that's fine. I wouldn't
He's
expect
invested
no
heavily.
less with an Iowa boy. Schmidt, and over on the far side, it's Vaughn, and Vaughn's going to let it go out of bounds. So Kasson is going to have pretty good field position to start off.
This is again huge stop to end the first half.
Right.
If they can get points out of this drive, huge.
Should move to the 35. There we go. The one official is standing at the 30. That's what I was trying. Yep, there we go. 35-yard line. Kasson Yeah, you better. Although it doesn't really matter. At the end of the ball game, we
Let's
just usually
run.
sign off
I'll
so
run
quickly
off.
anyway. Yeah, you
Yeah.
usually get them out pretty quick. We
Well-
know that most fans don't stick around for any post game, which I don't blame you.
Well, now you can just drive right out of here too.
That's true.
It's the one bright side of park right up front.
One on the near side, handoff. Tucker. No, pardon me. He got me again. Over on the
Tell
far
you
side,
what.
Scheuer as the man to drag down
Mr. Donovan.
Donovan.
Mr.
So,
Donovan
yeah, he
is
got
starting
me
to
on
get that ball fake down.
13 yards. He got me. He did. He got me on that. I thought for sure Tucker had it. 13 for Donovan on the first carry. 5 seconds go by. Third quarter, 13-0. Kasson forcing 2 turnovers in that first half. And I'm Joel McCall alongside me, Ben Pearson at KM Telecom Stadium. Kasson leading Byron 13-0 on KM Activities, the YouTube channel home for the Komets. And Byron just jumped offside. Big number 76, Isaac Bendix.
78?
Or was it 78?
78.
Oh, okay. That's De Leon. Yeah, I was wondering because Bendix hasn't really played. So De Leon was the one jumps offside, +5. What are you looking for?
What's his first name?
Vasante.
Yeah, he used to wrestle.
Yeah.
Or he might still wrestle.
I think he still does wrestle, Ben. Near side for Bigelow. Under center, Donovan. 2 wings. And Tucker's right behind him. I kept it this time. Pitch on the near side. Kuyat trying to turn the
Stiff
corner. Does get past the first defender
sir,
to the
thank
sideline.
you.
And
They
yeah,
throw
there
the
is going to
flag.
be a flag for a late hit out of bounds. It was a push by Tyler Underwood. Kuyat managed to get to the sideline, past the 40, down to the 36-yard line. 16 yards plus then the penalty yardage going to be added after the run on Underwood. What did Kuyat have?
It should be 11 yards, right? Yeah. We're at the 40.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
You're right. I looked at the original line of scrimmage.
Well, really nice stiff
Boy,
arm
you can
coming
forget
up the
about this on my
sidelines there.
demo. Go ahead, Ben.
Really nice stiff arm from Kuyat, to really turn the corner. That kid beat him to the corner, but the stiff arm allowed him to keep going. Then he got shoved out of bounds.
Right, I looked back here for the original line of scrimmage, forgot about the 5
5
yards by De Leon, and so
Some self-inflicted wounds here for Byron.
can't be doing
Late
that with
push.
15 yards.
That's one you wonder if it's going to get called because he didn't tackle him out of bounds. He just gave him a shove.
Right.
He was very clearly out of bounds.
They moved that thing all the way to the 9-yard line.
That's not right.
That's way too many yards.
Yeah, they're gonna catch this, or Halder's gonna lose it over there. You can't do that. That's a. Well, then he didn't go out of bounds at the 36. I'll tell you that.
Right, I was going to say, the 36-yard line, they moved it all the way to the 9.
I think they're off by. No, not by 1.
Then he put it to the 10.
Because hold on, if they did that, that's more than half the distance.
Halder is still asking. I mean, they're trying to get
Byron's coaches are all the way down the sideline.
This is like plus 20 then. Well, actually, that would be 15 yards, 36.
Well, it was from the 30. Here comes another
right,
penalty.
36. I mean.
Well, then it wasn't the 36. He must have gone out with the 30.
Right, he must have. Yeah.
But even that is still 10 yards off or 5 yards off.
Right, I don't understand. The penalty was a lot.
It certainly wasn't.
But yeah, now we have more laundry on the field. You got the broadcasters confused. You got a 20-yard penalty somehow.
Illegal.
Maybe they called it from where Kuyat landed in the track.
He didn't even get to the 20.
I know.
For to go to the 10.
I know. It would have been half the distance.
To get to the 10.
Now they backed it up anyway.
No,
this
is
probably should have been
now
the original line
square,
of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So the Komets have a holding penalty.
I think it was blocking the back, wasn't it? I didn't see. Todd, did you see the call?
Boy, this is just solid, isn't it? Well, we'll call it -10. Now it's at the 18-yard line. Donovan going to go look, and he's throwing over to the far side. Yeah, was that still caught? It was. Bigelow managed to finagle that into his hands after it was tipped at the line. 3 yards on the catch for Bigelow on the far side. Jace on the year, 4 catches for 92 yards, so that's his 5th, and it'll put him up at 95. Far hash, 15-yard line, 2nd down and 15. Maybe we'll get some sense of normalcy on the drive. Komets are back behind the chains, and in fact, they're saying it's 2nd down and goal at the 15. Bigelow on the near side. Man in motion. Kuyat just got his hand on that pitch. He's turning upfield. They'll be holding. But there is a holding penalty. Yep.
How many did we get on the pass?
3 yards, sir. I'll add that, sir, because I know you usually say that too.
Only when I'm
upsetting
an official.
It's usually because you don't remember a guy's name.
Me?
No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
If I yell sir, it's at an official.
True. You're really good about that at wrestling. If you're playing along at home, when you do a wrestling broadcast with Ben, do not, I repeat, do not make that a drinking game.
What's that?
Every time Ben says, sir, do not play the drinking game with that.
I've only done it once tonight.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Take a drink of water.
That's right.
It's a family program, Joel.
I know it is. I didn't say what. I just said don't play the drinking game. Kuyat's on the near side, Bigelow on the far side. The penalty puts it back to the 20-yard line. 2nd down and goal at the 20. Donovan going back to pass. Looks in the middle. Ball floats on him, and he just misses Bigelow.
TD
with Underwood in coverage.
Lost the headset.
That's because he had Vaughn underneath, and I think he was the man open. And you're exactly right. Coach Donovan.
Well, when it's your boy, too, it's
I understand.
Added juice.
Yeah, yeah. I would agree with that. 3rd down and goal at the 20. Bigelow's on the far side again. A repeat of last down. Kuyat on the near side. Scheuer playing free safety. Roaming. Donovan trying to get it off to Arsvold on a counter play. They're going to get 4, are the Kasson Komets, before De Leon and a host of other Bears jump up on Arsvold, who was our player interview a week ago. That was fun.
Give him 3.
Yes.
That is the 7th Komets player to carry the ball today.
And here comes Winkle on to kick.
34-yarder?
Yes. Yep. Spotting him right at the 25. It's close to the 25. Winkle had a PAT blocked earlier and missed another one. Almost blocked that one, and he ended up missing and hooking. There's a flag, though.
Did he run into?
I think he did. Coming in hard on the far side was Ryan Huff, senior linebacker, and I think he got Winkle. But is it
Todd
5?
Todd said he smoked him.
Smoked him. I don't know about that. We'll get the clarification from the official on if it is 5 or a personal foul call.
Bennett Sorensen, wake up. He's watching us and he fell asleep. And I would assume it's your voice that put him to sleep.
Well, I have that nice soothing voice. 5-yard variety, so Kasson can move it up, and they put it at the 12.
Well, again, there's no automatic first downs in high school football.
Right. So this will be now a 29-yard field goal attempt for Winkle. His third try of the game.
He's getting this one. Write it down.
Got turn those hips. He's ready to go. Snap's pretty good. Kick
Stay
is
not blocked. The
blocked.
guy off the edge.
Yes.
Hold on now.
And it's Huff that ends up with it. The block, that is. Dearborn caught it
42.
and tried to make something happen.
So 42 back-to-back plays. They
Yes.
don't block him coming off the edge. And
Brian
he's
Huff.
right in there.
But the thing is on that is because Dearborn tried to do something with it, he negates the yardage at the 19-yard line, which is where Byron would have started, and instead they're going to take it at the 5.
I'll still take the 3 points. But now the door swinging open again if Byron can take advantage here. 9:59 left in the
Thank you.
third.
I was about to say that, you know.
Like I said, someone's yelling at me that we're not saying the time enough.
Somebody's yelling at you for that? I try to say
I'm
it
not
every
naming
minute and a
names.
half.
I told
Ferrickson.
I'm the color guy. I shouldn't be saying the time.
Yeah, I say it about every minute and a half. Ferrickson, gain of 3. You know what it is? People don't pay attention.
When you're talking.
I say it,
Oh.
and then nobody's listening.
I know Dana doesn't. If I said it, she'd.
That's half the audience, I think, just because they hear me so much. Twins to the far side. How about this? 9:28,
Good work.
third quarter, 2nd down and 7. You're not supposed to say it after every down. Scheuer back to, boy, he guns this all the way down.
Oh.
Did he catch that? No, he didn't. Adjusting on the play, Dylan Olive over on the far side, senior wide receiver. They've gone to him 3 different times, almost made a spectacular over
Got a
the
flag
defender
down
catch.
at the line of scrimmage.
Yes, I did see some laundry get thrown.
The far sideline. I tell you what, Byron has a couple of really nice looking receivers. Dylan Olive.
And
is
boy,
a
he's been
good-looking
open.
athlete. And he went up there with one hand and almost came down with that football with someone all over him.
Penalty
Get a
on-
defensive hold on the Comets. Big penalty.
Yes, it is.
Would have been 3rd and long, and instead it's a first down.
Right. Yeah. Oof.
It's a killer.
Yep. Yeah, he was open.
He wasn't open.
Well,
Olive wasn't.
true. Olive tried to make
well
a great
covered,
play.
but he almost
That's
made the
true.
catch.
Pardon me. Yes, you're right. You're right. Split wide receivers. We've seen twins most of the night for Byron. A little bit different formation. One on the right, one on the left. Ferrickson moves to the right side of Scheuer. Hand off to him. And that QB read type look, but it's been mainly the handoff to Ferrickson. No gain.
Well, I think part of it is they go double tight on pretty much every play,
Yeah.
and that doesn't leave a lot of room in the middle for Freerickson. Now, if you get him the edge, you're in good shape.
Seaberg is on this side.
No
And then
need
Olive comes over to this side on the near side. Ferrickson moves again to the right of Scheuer. Shotgun formation, 2nd down and 10. Clock moves at 8:40. Ferrickson handoff, going to the right side. Gets pounded by 3-4 Comets.
It almost looks like it's Freerickson's decision on which side
Three.
he goes to. I can't tell if he's being told which side to go to or if he's making the decision which side he's going. It almost looks like he's making the call. But they might be doing hand signals or something that I'm not seeing.
Right.
But the last 2 times he's changed side, it almost felt like he made the decision. He looked at something in the defense and he decided where he was going.
Yeah, I don't know if he's watching the middle linebackers with Tucker and Kennedy. Scheuer rolling out to this near side. Trying to look up.
gonna run.
Yes, he does. He tucks, runs. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Late hit. Scheuer getting out of bounds. It will probably be Mo Tucker that has that penalty as Logan Leff also helping out with Scheuer. He did have Broughton downfield, but he knew he could turn up, run, get the first down, which he did because he's at the 30-yard line, needed to the 20, about the 28.
Sure, talking a little bit. That's a tough play. You're throwing that flag because it's a quarterback who is very clearly headed out of bounds.
Yes.
Now, I don't disagree that the contact probably started in bounds, but you got to let off when a guy is very clearly going out of bounds.
And plus,
So, again, Byron had some self-inflicted wounds on that last drive for the Komets, and now the Komets are having some penalties here that have Byron in good field position now.
2 for the far side. Scheuer, shotgun, looking things over. Komets have the 2 safeties back. Play fake. Scheuer looks on the inside. Broughton at the 40. Other side of the Kasson Komets, 35-yard line, make it the 34.
The last
gain of
few
21.
times that Scheuer's dropped back, he's had 3 guys running free. So I don't doubt we see some more of that.
That was the tight end Broughton. Tried to hook up with him earlier, too. Broughton on the year, 3 catches for 78 yards, make it 4.
2 tonight.
Oh, that's right. They've hooked up one
Short
other
one.
time, pardon me. 21 on that play. Byron in good position, 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Clock moves, third quarter. Fieriksen, patience, bounces, right side, near side.
The ball almost came out.
Yes, it did. 25-yard line. And more
This one's gonna probably
laundry.
be a hold.
Might have been on that right side. Possibly the right guard, which is Von Arks. He won't like it that I pinpointed him, but normally it's the tackle that's getting out wide, so you figure if that flag's being thrown back behind the line of scrimmage, it's probably coming from the guard spot. Clock stops, 7 minutes, 21 seconds. Third quarter, Kasson leading 13-0 at KM Telecom Stadium here at KM Activities. You're home for the Komets. Thanks again for tuning in.
It's a tough thing when you have a back as patient as Fieriksen, as an offensive lineman. As a former offensive lineman myself, that can be very tough because you expect a guy to get through that hole and he's still waiting. And he makes it work, but it will lead to the occasional holding call.
Scheuer scrambling and Jackson Kennedy wrapping him up. Scheuer looking downfield. Nothing was open. Wanted to pass. Kennedy meets him. And a gain of 2 for Scheuer on the scramble. Second down and 18. Byron down on the scoreboard. 13-0. At 2 turnovers in the first half. Those were killers. Second half, this is their first drive of the second half. And we're over halfway through it. Fieriksen just running straight ahead, carrying Arsvold with him.
Arsvold set him down.
Yep,
Set
picked him
down.
up. I think those two know each other. As
I hope so.
he dropped him down and he patted him up on the helmet. Fact is that a gain of 7. He's just shy of the original line of scrimmage after that holding penalty. Key third down, 3rd and 11. Clock at 6 minutes. Third quarter, 13-0. Kasson up on Byron. 2 teams will have games on Wednesday night next week to finish out the 2020 regular season. Komets will be right here on KM Activities against Winona. Byron beat Winona earlier this year.
Shut him out.
Yes, they did. Fieriksen on the little flip from Scheuer. Reversing course and trying to get to the sideline. He'll get near the sticks. Chasing him out is Vaughn, and I think he got it.
And I tell you what, you know who hit the block that gave him that first down is his quarterback.
Drew Scheuer.
When you get Scheuer out there leading the way, and he's not a small kid, Byron's just got big athletes.
12 yards on a play that was going to the near hash. Fieriksen says, forget it, like reversing an old cassette, and just went the other way.
How many did you give him there?
12 for a first down on the 3rd down. 1st and 10. Byron. Play fake. Scheuer looking deep. Now on the near side. It's intercepted by Big O in the end zone. He's coming out with it.
Should have gone down.
15-yard line. He'll return it about to the 14. Scheuer looked downfield. The coverage was very good.
What a
Attempted by, I think he was looking for Matt Miller, who's a big tight end, and he underthrew him.
To put together a drive like that and come away with nothing, Byron's going to be awfully frustrated after that, especially when you're throwing the ball on first down.
Right. Yeah, and they had such a huge play, Ben, on the key 3rd down just to get it back, to set him up. And instead, Byron turns it over for the 3rd time tonight. 5:21. Kasson takes over. 3rd quarter at their 14-yard line, their own. KM, this is their second drive of the second half. They lead 13-0.
Mo.
Handoff, Mo Tucker rips down one, and he actually somersaults forward after getting hit from behind. Gets past the first down marker. Ball starting at the 14. He ends up at the 26 for 12. Make it the 27. Or they move that all the way to 28. 28-yard line. Fine, 14. Handoff Mo. Left side. Moving. 40. Still going. Gang tackled. 2, 3, 4 Bears in on it. Scheuer, Beelan. You name them. They're all carrying up on Big Mo Tucker, and we got a Byron Bear down, as I think he got caught underneath all of the tackling with Tucker. He gained 11, but I'm not sure about the injury. I don't see a
Got his
number.
helmet off.
Yeah, the helmet
He's
came
writhing.
off. I think he's got a. Yeah,
They're
it's
stretching
a
him, that's
right cramp for whoever is down.
You don't have cramps a lot in November, but
I
when
know.
it's 64 degrees at kickoff, it's
Basante De Leon reached down there immediately and started stretching his right
Yeah.
leg, so you know it's got to be a cramp. The clock is at 5:03, third quarter. First down and 10 after the 11-yard run for Tucker, who just added up 25 on 2 carries. And should mention that number 57, hanging around the sideline, Kellen Wilkie, the junior, he'll be able to play Wednesday night.
really.
He is back after having the knee injury that he had. Oh, it was Scheuer that went down on the
Ooh.
cramp. So Wilkie is another one that was going to be a key lineman
He's
for
running
the Kasson Comets, and he'll be.
We got more
Ooh.
concerning news down here.
So one guy coming back next week, Mo Tucker, off the field right now.
It's an ankle because he's got the shoe off already, and,
Yep.
and Taylor Scholes is going to tape him up real quick here. And doesn't appear to be serious, but he's got the
No,
shoe off
he-
real quick to get taped back up,
Yes, he does.
which is good because they need him out there.
Well, it'll be Jackson Kennedy coming out in his place to that fullback spot. 41-yard line, Kasson after that first down run by Tucker. Hand off Donovan, Donovan kept it. He pulled it away from Kennedy. Ends up falling forward for maybe a yard.
Do you see 2 more key pieces for both teams go down on the same play?
Right. Tucker and the quarterback for Byron, Scheuer.
And they both are fine. That's the reason I can joke about it.
Right, for sure.
Well, when you see a kid writhing like that on the ground, you're hoping it's a cramp.
Yes.
And it was.
Boy, he was feeling it, wasn't he?
No, I'm sure.
Near sideline 1 on the out for Kasson. Second down and 9. 4:20. Clock moving. Third quarter. Donovan keeps. He keeps it again. He didn't
Very
want
good.
to.
Face
Oh,
mask.
boy, yeah. Should be a face
Thank you.
mask penalty.
That's a
Past the
15er.
45. And they're going to mark Donovan down at the 45. 15 yards. Started at the 42. Pardon me, 13 yards. First down, and then, Byron reaching up a little high to pull him down.
Another good decision by Mr. Donovan. He's starting to get that option down really well. And it's timing. It's reps.
Yes. That's
Live reps. It's hard to simulate in practice. I came from a program that 18 and 19 veer was about 99% of our offense. We ran 2 plays, but that pitch and that veer is not that it's the same offense, but that option is just it's all about timing and reps.
plus 15
There
on
we go.
the.
Take another 5.
Yes, plus 15 on the penalty for the face mask. Puts the ball at the 30-yard line. Then an offside as Donovan does the old Aaron Rodgers hard count. Gets it for 5 and
Really
puts it
gotta
at the
mention Packers.
25 yard. Hey, he's the guy that does it more often than not. Kirk Cousins, if he ever does anything good, maybe I'll mention him.
Tavares Jackson hard count.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
Aiden Smith
Wade
in,
Wilson hard count.
helping out with wide receiver duties in this drive. And Jackson Kennedy breaking a free from the right side. He's going to get past the 20-yard line near the 15. He got 7 on the carry, did Kennedy on the first down and 5.
Cramping again.
Yes. Nobody's getting enough Gatorade tonight.
Like I said, when it's 64 degrees in November.
Kennedy is up already.
Usually
Well, Komets only have 25 runners, so it's not like they can't sub in a different guy. Tucker, it looks like he's coming back, Ben.
Usually you're worrying about cold digits, cold fingers getting tweaked in weather in November, not cramping.
Well, how often would it be that we're in the crow's nest, we have the window open, and I don't even have a coat on?
I got the windbreaker on and I don't need it.
Wednesday might be a little different story.
Todd's got his winter coat and his mittens
He
on.
does. Not quite. He has a Komet zip-up.
And long
He's got the long johns on, though. That's something we all needed to know. 3:20, clock moving. Third quarter. Komets up 13-0 in Kasson, hosting Byron. Donovan keeping. No, he pitched it very late. And turning upfield is Brooks Buchanan. Did he get to the 15? That's what I'm wondering. Ball was at the 18 to start the fresh set of downs. He gets to the 14 after he went out of bounds. Gain of 4. Boy, that was a very late pitch, Ben.
I tell you what, though. I listened to you last week, so the last 2 weeks I've listened, I haven't watched. So I haven't gotten to see Mr. Donovan's improvement as far as that option goes and his decision making, and it is night and day. I'm really impressed with the way he's running that option.
Aiden Smith over on the far side is the one wide receiver for Kasson Mantorville. Donovan hands this time. Not a whole lot going on for Tucker.
How many did Kuyak get? 8? 7?
That was Buchanan.
Buchanan, excuse me.
And I had him for 7, and then 4 for Donovan. This was a handoff to Tucker, and he gained a yard. Maybe 2 if you're nice. 3rd down and 3. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Third quarter. Donovan under center. Double wing. Man in motion, Vaughn. From near to far. They pitch to him. Looking for a block on the outside from Buchanan. And he did manage to get past one defender. Past the 10 to about the 7-yard line. It's going to be very close for a first down.
What a nice play by Mr. Vaughn. He broke one tackle, ducked under another, and slipped up and got about 4 extra yards that he didn't have. And Byron coaching staff gave their kids an earful after missing a couple tackles there.
And the missed tackles leads to a first down. It's now 1st and goal for Kasson Mantorville at the 7-yard line. Because of those missed tackles, Ben, he gave the Komets a fresh set of downs.
And goal to go.
Right.
Byron timeout?
Yep, Byron going to call their first timeout. Oh, no, it is Kasson Mantorville. They take the timeout, third quarter, 2:19.
How many did you give Logan there?
I had him for 4. They needed 3, and he got 4 after turning it up. So
Mama Vaughn was thanking me for spelling his name right on Twitter. I'm sure that extra A is left off often, but I've spelled it enough with wrestling over the years that I'm not getting that one wrong.
Well, the Komets, when sections arrive for football, will cover everything that we possibly can, all their football games. Volleyball, too, once sections hits. Volleyball will go later than football when it comes to sections. So the girls' basketball team will actually start after the boys' basketball team. Boys hockey and girls hockey going to start up early December. So we're looking at everything for the next season, I guess you will, for the winter season, for wrestling, basketball, hockey. You might get a gymnastics meet in there too. And if you are a local business that wants to help us out, let me tell you, we're not asking for outrageous pricing.
I just
might be going up a little bit for the winter season.
A new truck for me is all.
A new truck, yeah, you got it.
Mention your name.
The Hot Wheels truck is what you're looking for, right?
My kids have enough monster trucks.
But
I need a real one.
If you seriously, if you are a business and you really want to help us out and you want to advertise, reach out to Brock Trinan at the KM High School. He's in the district office. If you call and Ben answers, just hang up, try again. Maybe you'll get a friendly voice. Donovan breaking it, and he doesn't even get touched into the end zone. 7-yard run for Donovan. And Kasson Mantorville leading 19-0.
his decision making has improved tenfold from game one.
You said you weren't watching the games, but you were listening.
I
so
was listening, so it's not.
Gave you enough of a picture or painted you enough of a picture to watch or to listen without watching.
After you have a game with turnover, and they weren't on him, it's just
right.
You have turnovers and like I said, it just takes reps to get that offense down.
Oh, they're going to go for 2.
Might as well.
Not going to roll Winkle out. Donovan under center. Hands to Mo Tucker. Fell forward. Got hit in the backfield by Broughton, and he ends up getting in for the 2-point conversion to make it 21-0. Tucker on the 2. Hoofda. Speaking of sponsors, as Kasson Mantorville leads 21-0 at 2:15 third quarter over Byron. We got to thank our great sponsors, too, for helping us out. They're with us throughout the football and volleyball season. Can't thank them enough. McKern Financial Group, Bigelow Homes, Kasson Mantorville School District, KM Telecom, and Kasson Dental all coming along for the ride for football and volleyball. Some great sponsors helping us out throughout the football, volleyball season.
Well, like I said, we've done everything that the Komets needed to do to win this game tonight. Now they put the Bears in a position where they're going to need to throw the football quite a bit here over the last 14 minutes.
Right. Yeah, because you got 2:15 in the third. Winkle has it on the tee at the 40-yard line. Deep. Did Fox move on me again? I think he did.
I think the Komets were offsides on that
It's
kick.
Fox on the return at the 5, cutting to the 20, and then gets wrapped up right away. And a big hit by Michael Huff as he comes out, getting a good pop on the return for Fox. Byron will start down 21-0 at the 23, 24-yard line, they'll say. And tell your friends about KM activities. Want to see that subscriber list go up even farther. Spread formation, 3 outside, 2 on the near, 1 to the far. It's Ferrickson on the handoff. Komets gobble it up. Ferrickson does pull forward for about 3. Bradford. And it looks like Gavin Giesler also on the tackle.
Byron
Gavin
hurrying up a little bit now.
Well, as they should, Ben.
Yeah, it's 3 scores.
And they need a quick hitter. Ferrickson, and he can't get away from the first man in.
Guess who?
Yeah, no kidding. I think it'd be Jackson Kennedy.
Yeah.
Haven't talked to him this season. Only had Jacob Marswald on so far.
Why are you slighting him like that?
I'm not slighting anybody. We just can't do as many player interviews as we have last year, just because of all the precautions and whatnot. So
I guess.
I can't even do most of the coaches' interviews. We haven't had Coach Van Ort on, although I don't think that hurts his feelings.
AVO, he loves to talk.
You sure about that?
Well,
Timeout
to me,
Byron.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
see that? Yeah. 106 third quarter. Timeout Byron. That's their first. Komets have already burned a timeout too. 3rd down and 6. Here you go, Ben. The situation that Byron is putting themselves in. They have a 1,100-yard runner.
In 4 games.
And Ferrickson in 4 games. And he's sitting at halftime with 81, I think you said, or 82, something
81,
like that.
yep.
And Byron now down by 3 scores. They're going to be coming up into the money quarter. Boy, they need a big hitter. And anything. I'm not saying it's just
the
a
kids
run.
on the outside to do it. I'm telling you, Olive and all these kids on the outside look good too. And it sure throws a nice ball. And he's patient back there. And I think it's just going to be the decision making that has to improve for that play, that big play.
And I
but
think
the back's against the wall at this point. You
Yes.
got 1 minute left here in the 3rd quarter, down 3 scores. Not where you want to be as a running football team.
No. I think the other thing is Schroyer has to stay in the pocket a little bit more too if they're going to throw it. And Arsvold is the man to wrap up Schroyer or Ferrickson, first. -1 on a 3rd down and
think he got a
6.
punt.
-1. They don't even try to throw the ball either. On that drive, be
I
a
mean, they
forced
had
3 and out.
Comet spread out. I'm sure they thought we were going to. And if you get 5 yards out of it, you can consider going for it there. But
True.
you really can't do it when it's 4th and 7, in the third quarter.
Nope. Scheuer snap was pretty good. End over end. Bigelow calls for the fair catch, 42-yard line. He'll take it right at the 42 of Kasson Mantorville. And the Komets, after getting their 3rd touchdown of the night off of a 9-play drive where they had it at their, let's see, where'd they end up taking the ball from? Their own 14-yard line and going 9 plays for the score. They forced Byron into a 3 and out with 21 seconds left, third quarter. What a game plan by Kasson Mantorville. Smith on the near side, so Bigelow not really playing much of that wide receiver position. And Byron just took a timeout. 21 seconds, third quarter, and this is a change of possession as well. And
something's going on.
Yeah, not sure what's going on.
They just used 2 timeouts in the third quarter.
Yeah,
No.
I don't. I'm sure Coach Holder is not exactly thrilled in the huddle for the Byron Bears. This is definitely not what they were thinking about for coming in here tonight. They're rated 8th in Class 4A. Standings when Hutchinson, Marshall, Fridley, Orono, Wacouri, Becker, Detroit Lakes, Byron, Wilmar, and Jordan.
I told you my story about Coach Halder, didn't I?
Which one?
I was reffing a youth basketball.
Oh,
like
yes,
an
you
8th
told me
grade
about that.
basketball game over in Byron, and I was getting heckled from the crowd. Someone was riding me pretty hard for an 8th grade girls basketball game, and I didn't make eye contact with the guy because he said something about 3 or 4 times in a quiet gym, and come down again. And he said, "I'm going in my head. I'm going to have to throw somebody out of this game for the first time in my life, aren't I?" Keep going, and he keeps going, and I look up at halftime, and it's Halder just giving me garbage. His daughter playing in the game. I'm like, you kidding me? I had no idea. I should have known when he said sir.
Oh, boy, look out. Donovan holding it on the option. Past the 50-40, out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Big play for Kasson Mantorville coming out of that. 23.
Wow. Donovan looks great tonight.
He's running the ball so well. It's just the way he makes the decision. Yes.
You put that foot in the ground and you go when you're going to go.
234 yards rushing on the season. Entering tonight with 44 carries. He's had a touchdown. That's his 6th of the season. Handoff. Nope, pardon me. Nope, kept it again. Oh, this time maybe he should have handed it off. Kennedy was the man in the interior. Donovan kept, then pitched. And, oh, no.
Oh, cramp.
Oh, yeah, cramp.
Yep, okay.
That's Buchanan. Byron, you might as well just start calling everybody a physical therapist on the outside.
Well, like you said, when you're playing high school football in November,
Yes.
60 degrees, this is not football.
Well, he lost about 4 on the play. We'll come back 21-0 by Kasson Mantorville leading. They get 1 touchdown in that third quarter. Money quarter coming up next here on KM Activities.
Cast on KM Activities YouTube channel is sponsored in part by McKern Financial Group, a full-service accounting firm serving clients throughout the Kasson-Mantorville area and beyond. Chris and company provide professional, personalized services and guidance in a wide range of financial and business needs. KM Telecom football season has arrived, and if you don't want to miss any of the action, sign up for KM TV. KM Telecom has a multitude of cable packages to ensure your living room is a mecca for entertainment. Find out more at kmtel.com and by Kasson Dental, Bigelow Homes, and the Kasson Mantorville School District. This
Kasson Mantorville with the touchdown. They also got an interception in that third quarter. They lead Byron 21-0. Kasson Mantorville hosting Byron in the section ball game in Class 4A, Section 1. KoMets leading the number 8 team in 4A. Donovan doing work. He goes on the near side past the 30 to the 23-yard line. He's the one that scored the touchdown in the third quarter. He starts the money quarter with a run of almost 17 yards. KoMets had a negative 4-yard play when they ended the third quarter after forcing Byron on a 3-and-out. KoMets trying to put a huge drive together and cap this fourth quarter with a 4-score lead. Lead 21-0. Donovan on the keeper again. Running off to the left tackle. Drugged down from behind. Jumping on his back is James Durst, a linebacker who's been on many, many tackles. It's another gain of 11 and a first down.
Donovan only had 15 yards rushing in the first half. And he's had runs of 13, 13, 7, 23, 17, 11 here in the second half.
Unbelievable. Kasson Mantorville offensive line looks night and day from last week against Albany. They've been able to control the line after they lost last week 42-7. Donovan was the only one that scores. He's looking for another one. He breaks the tackle and he goes in on the right hash. 12 yards out. And pay dirt for Kasson Mantorville puts them up 27-0 on Byron.
Dagger?
Possibly in the money quarter. They didn't even use a minute of it, and they end up depositing 6.
When the old ball coaches get up and go, I think that means it's over.
Donovan on his second TD run. It is Winkle out for the PAT.
So Ivan,
that one good.
Ivan and Coach Du Bois both got up and left. I think that's official. I think the game's done, right?
Well, it can't be over yet, but yes, there is 11:04 on the clock. 28-0, Kasson Mantorville. Talk about that history again between these two teams, Ben. You know about it.
2003. It's been a minute.
That's the last time Byron has beat Kasson Mantorville.
It's shocking because, like I said, Byron's had so many good teams over the years for them not to sneak one almost. You got to start wondering if there's something psychological there. Or maybe we're just I don't know. Maybe
I don't know. But
2003 is a long time.
Kasson
for a good program, especially. It's not like
that's
it's a
the thing.
downtrodden
yes,
program.
Thank you.
And there's been years where the KoMets haven't been, a top contender, and we still find a way to beat them.
And this was the year Byron had been talking about how Winona was the last couple of years. Winona was so good the last few years. I mean, they were a senior-led group, and that's exactly what's going on with the Byron group. This is 18 seniors on the Byron Bears squad. This is not a young group. This is an experienced varsity group. 18 seniors, and Kasson Mantorville is putting the hurt on them at 28-0 as Winkle puts it on the tee at the 40. Far side.
And the reality is these teams are probably going to play again.
True. Returning to the 20. Make it the 30-yard line. Austin Frerichsen. That's the first time he's been out. I had to look and make sure it was him just because he has not returned to kickoff all night. It was Fox that was mainly doing that just because they asked so much of Frerichsen offensively. Maybe trying to get a little Kickstarter from him. He does take it to the 30-yard line. Main runner, 1,100 yards entering tonight. 10:58 is the time as Byron starts to drive in the fourth quarter. Down 4 scores, 28-0. Handoff Frerichsen. Mo Tucker got him first, as well as Jacob Arsvold. And also in on that is Gavin Giesler, who's playing a lot of minutes on the interior defensive line. He's also the center on the offensive line. Frerichsen did manage to get 2 yards on the drive, or on that first carry of the drive for Byron. Black helmets, gold logo for the Bears, gold pants. Scheuer ended up dropping the snap Not a good snap, a little bit low.
Joel.
Oh, whoops,
score.
I'm sorry. 28 to
Man,
nothing.
Travis Berge's riding you hard. Now someone else texting me about it.
All right.
Gosh,
I don't
get
have
your
the
life
software.
together. Get your life together, Joel.
Don't have the software just to make it quick.
Computers are going to do everything for you.
You know, I'm trying to do the best thing, which is play-by-play.
Do you
And you're
just
asking
wanna
me to produce. You asked me to do camera work half the time.
Do you just want to let Todd and I do this? Or?
My goodness. You know what? You can come back on Wednesday. You two do it. Scheuer deep pass, looking far
There.
side. Miller caught it in stride with Vaughn on his hip. Takes it at the other side of the 40, down to the slid to the 25, but I think they're going to mark it prior to that to the 28-yard line. What a pretty play and throw by Scheuer.
Dropped one in perfectly. And Miller, Miller didn't have much room. He had maybe a half a step, but it was such a perfectly placed ball.
42 yards.
Nice.
Miller caught it in stride on the far side. Big target.
They've got some big kids out there. Look at their receivers.
Seaberg's over there this time. It's Ferrickson pushing to the 30 or to the 25, so he'll gain 3.
I don't think Freeriksen wants to hear Kennedy's name again. Because we were talking about how many tackles Broughton was going to have, but I don't doubt that Mr. Kennedy is approaching 20 tackles.
Yes,
I don't
gotta
think it's
be close.
I don't think it's ridiculous for me to say that.
No, it's not. Ferrickson going well, and he's running right in between the tackles, which is another one on the far hash mark. 9 minutes, clock moves. Fourth quarter, 28-0, Kasson, and that's what it says on the screen now. Apologize for that. 6 yards for Ferrickson. He's short a yard. 3rd down and 1. Handoff Ferrickson. Patience. Jumps back to his left. Towards that left guard. I think he got it. He did. Managed to get 2 when he needed 1. First down. 8:43. Clock moves. Fourth quarter. I call it the money quarter. Kasson,
That's your thing.
They've been money all night long. Getting turnovers.
3 of them.
Yep. Ferrickson on the handoff.
He's still good.
He shimmy, shakes the shoulder, juke past the 15. Gain another 5.
What
You
a,
wouldn't even
what a
know it.
weird game.
They wouldn't even know that he gained 5 on that play, honestly.
You feel good when you hold him to 5.
Right. One to the right, one to the left. Ferrickson. It's just been a daily or a nightly dose. And this time they get him to the bounce of the outside, and Kennedy is there to wrap him up. Those two really should just exchange phone numbers at this point.
No, you know what? I think
3
Kennedy,
yards.
after this possession, I think Kennedy needs to come out of this football game.
I would have to agree with you. I don't
We
know.
got to play again in a few days.
Right.
Well, for real. It's
Yes.
Wednesday night, and
Yep.
it's been all over the field.
Ferrickson again. Scheuer on that shotgun handoff. Ferrickson jump
down.
cut to the right side. Needed,
3.
yeah,
Got 3.
he got 3. Yep. First down on that 3rd down.
I mean, you can
Are
see
they calling it goal? They are.
Yeah.
1st and goal at the 8.
this Byron line has the ability to wear you down. They just put themselves in a bad spot tonight where
The turnovers just
they didn't have an
seriously
opportunity
hurt
to
them.
do it when you fall behind.
Ferguson twisted up by Arsvold and Tucker. Don't know nothing. 2nd down and goal at the 8. That's where they started on the first down play. So no gain. Shotgun formation. It's just been Ferrickson and the deep pass. Ferrickson coming to the left side. Now broke a tackle and got past and into the end zone.
Hold on.
Wait
Did he
a
fumble
second.
the football into the end zone? 'Cause
What
that's a
the
touchback. if they
Comets
did.
are asking.
I think Mo
but did
knocked that ball
Ferrickson
out.
did Ferrickson end up with it?
See what the call is.
Yeah, I think the
I
ball.
don't know.
I think the ball did come out, but I think Ferrickson landed on it because he's the one that handled it to
Okay.
the official
Okay.
for the touchdown, 8 yards.
But if he fumbled it short of the end zone, that's still a touchback. It's not a touchdown. If he fumbled it before the goal line, it's not a touchdown. It's a touchback and it's Comets ball.
Well, they're calling it a touchdown. There's no replay.
Hold on. Push the challenge button.
Nope.
All right.
Schmidt on the extra point.
You give him 10 yards or 9 yards? Or
It was 8.
8?
Yep. 6:44, fourth quarter. Byron gets on the board. PAT by Schmidt was good. 28-7. Byron puts a drive together, maybe to help them out. Even if it doesn't give them some advantage here, they do play at Mayo coming up Wednesday. You got to think they're thinking about that game too, and well, we got to have a little momentum heading back into our next game. That drive was 10 plays, 242. The big pass play for Scheuer, hooking up with Miller on the far side. 3, 6, 2, 5, 3, 3, nothing, and then 8 for Frederickson to get into the end zone.
Well, I would have guessed an onside kick might be coming here.
True.
6:44 left, 3 possessions. You still feel like there's an opportunity, but I think you probably got an onside kick it here.
16th touchdown of the season for Austin Frederickson. By far the most for the Byron Bears. An onside kick is what
No.
Bears, nope, don't even bother with that. They kick it deep, and the KoMets going to let it roll into the end zone. Back to return was Donovan, actually, the quarterback. So Kasson takes over, 6:44, fourth quarter. They lead 28-7. Blue jerseys and white lettering for Kasson. No, because I didn't want to start talking about food again. Didn't want another text message tonight on that.
He says that King Mo is also a pizza man, so he needs a new nickname.
Pizza Man, huh?
Yeah.
I see.
Schwannies and Byron. What are you giving them a plug for?
True. You're the one that did it. Todd doesn't have a microphone.
Oh, he keeps yelling it in my ear.
One of the far side, Kasson leading, and Donovan keeps moves that. Oh boy, he got pushed by his own. Yeah, Keegan Smith with the tackle. Well, he wanted his name called. He absolutely waylaid Donovan, his own player or his own teammate. 5 yards for Donovan. Might have got more if Smith wouldn't have knocked him over.
Might have. He's getting more if he doesn't get run over by his teammate. It was a great tackle, though.
Keegan Smith, he's wearing 2 different jersey numbers this season, too. He does wear number 52 at times as a lineman.
So now he's an eligible
so
tight end?
Yep, correct. Yeah.
Or at least that's where he lines up.
He's the backup to the backup to the backup, I think. But he did get quite a bit of playing time. I joke, but he got some playing time last week against Albany, too. Clock moving under 6, 5:54, and yep. Movement on the line for Kasson Mantorville. That's going to be Ben Nelson.
Bigger issue is the clock stops.
Right. -5 after the 5 gain by Donovan. So Kasson Mantorville sitting at 2-1. Byron 4-0. Entering tonight, KoMets with their season finale next Wednesday. We've covered a couple of their games. Faribault, we had that one 37-6. Kasson won on a game-winning field goal against New Prague 23-20. Lost to Albany last week 42-7. Fumbles, big issue there. Byron beat Albert Lee 59-0. Shut out Winona 28-0. Beat Austin down at their place 35-14. And last week on Saturday they topped Mankato East 34-18 after being down 12-0.
So this will be Byron, the most points Byron's given up and the fewest points they've scored.
Yes, that
Ball
exchange, Donovan fumbled the football. He did bounce it right back up to him, so he didn't have to fall down on it. And he
2 back.
He gained a yard.
I'm giving him 2.
Well,
I already wrote it down, and I'm
what a nice Christmas gift that you're giving.
I'm sure I shorted
it little
somewhere.
True. 5 minutes even. As Kasson just trying to burn the clock. How come the second half went by a lot slower?
Well, Byron's throwing a little bit.
That's true.
Penalties also. There are a lot of
penalties has been the bigger issue. Because we were in halftime at like 7:40.
Is our viewership down to like 1?
No.
Oh, Dana's still listening?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you're on the call. Hey! And Kennedy breaks a tackle. Past the 35, slides to the 4:30. Wait, they brought it back to the 37. Looked like he had about the 39.
So he went from the
16 yards. And the first down for Kasson. No, in fact, this software now continues to reset itself. So I don't know how many viewers are on.
No. I'm going to... Todd said 2,999.
62 people? 362. That sounds more like it.
1,000.
I've already said it several
doesn't
times.
say it
It's
ever,
4 minutes. Donovan holds. Handoff. Kennedy, who just gained 16, jumping through to the 40-yard line. Wrapped up by Ryan Huff.
Kennedy tried to go airborne.
He
there.
did. I don't think he has leaping ability. 3 yards for
No,
Jackson Kennedy.
He dunks.
Favorite player, Bo Jackson.
Yeah, I know.
I love that. He was my favorite player. That's why I'm a Raider fan.
Howie Long was my favorite player back then.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I loved Howie
I loved
too.
Howie.
Man, Howie Long.
I wore 75.
Tecmo Super Bowl. You're unstoppable if you play as 75 on the defense and 34 on the offense.
That guy invented more moves for defensive linemen than any player.
True.
I'm not kidding.
Komets burning the play clock, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. He was a good quarterback too. Donovan keeps. Donovan's been playing as a good quarterback. He got wrapped
Folded
up a little
there.
bit. Yeah. Awkward on the tackle from Travis Underwood. Gained about 5. Yeah, I'd say 5. Third down and 2.
Tell you what, one more carry and Donovan's got 20.
Really?
Yeah. And
20 carries for the
Mr.
quarterback.
Frieriksen's got 28.
Donovan had the most coming into tonight too, 44. Second most was Mo Tucker at 34. I'm full of information.
Something. You're full of something.
Yes, as always. 28-7.
Dana knows.
Second down and 2. Kennedy, first down, past
Rumbling.
the 50, rumbling, yes, absolutely, to the 49. He'll
7.
gain 6, fine,
Going
7, fine, give him 7. Boy, you're awfully generous here late in the game, 2:25. I just said it, Todd. You're not even listening anymore. Boy, you
I'm a
know,
little surprised.
my volleyball broadcasts
Here
are a
we
little
go.
bit better since I don't only have Todd sitting next to me. He doesn't say anything. Don't get distracted like I do during football. He does provide some scores. Ben, I'm just giving you grief.
Me? Oh, I thought you were giving Todd grief.
Well, I am.
Guess
yeah.
I wasn't listening.
Big surprise. Timeout, Kasson Mantorville, 2:01 here in the fourth quarter. If you're just tuning in, Kasson
I'm
Mantorville.
sorry.
No, it's just fine.
I meant if you're just
Oh,
tuning in.
yes. Oh, God. Apologize several times for that. Komets forced 2 turnovers in the first half, scored on a 1-yard run by Tucker in their first drive. Vaughn 9 yards out in their second drive. Had a missed field goal, did punt, had a blocked field goal of Kasson Mantorville's in their first drive in the second half. Bigelow had the INT as Byron looked like they were going to score. What a big play Jace had to take that momentum, and the drive that the Komets had following that interception was a 7-yard TD run by Donovan. Donovan got in again from 12 yards out on their last drive, and then Byron scored on their last drive to make it 28-7. Donovan with 2 touchdowns in the evening, and that puts him at 7 on the season. He'll continue that streak of having the most carries by any runner for the team in blue and white.
They
Komets are
held.
going to go to 3-1 in the season. Byron will fall to 4-1. What's up, Ben? Go
Someone
ahead.
asking me how many yards Frieriksen has, and he's got only 137. Like I said, you'll take that against a back like this.
Right. For clarification, the guy's been averaging. Fumble on the handoff. Komets did bring in backups, and they end up fumbling on the first play, recovered by Reed Beelan.
First turnover of the night for your comments?
Yep. Happens with a minute 58. Buck 58 left.
Frieriksen coming back in.
I am a little surprised by that because the Byron Bears have a big game. They got to play Mayo.
I mean, it's a 3-score
Wednesday
game, I
night.
guess. 158 left. You see that? Doesn't it look like he chooses which side he's going?
It
I'm probably
does.
crazy. It probably don't really do that. But
He outruns a couple and gets out of bounds after gaining 2.
you got the backups in on defense here too for the
Yes, they
Comets.
do.
So hey,
Burns 7
just
seconds.
ran him out of bounds for 2 yards. We'll take that.
49 of Byron's, or of Kasson, pardon me, and a 2-yard gain for Ferrickson. Stopped the clock as well.
And really, Byron, again, the polar opposite with this offense. They're still only 2 guys have carried the football.
Right. And Fox isn't one of them, and he's had a couple of carries. Scheuer
Nice
takes
keep.
off on the QB read, and he gets spun around past the 30-yard line, taken down.
You know, that probably needed to
George
happen
Gustafson.
more often tonight.
I
to
agree.
Keep the Comets honest.
I agree.
Now,
20
again,
yards.
It's against backups. I get it, but still.
Right. But on that QB read, he has not pulled it, and he didn't pull it
A
enough.
couple times.
Yeah.
I think he did twice in the first half. Yeah. And that's only his second carry in the second half.
They hand off Ferrickson, going to bounce to the
Gonna be tough
outside.
to catch him.
Yes, it is. He cuts back inside
Ooh.
before going to the sideline. Got tripped
Gets
up
up.
from behind.
Yeah.
Very
he's
dangerous.
dinged.
Yes, very dangerous tackle. Getting from behind and down by the
Yeah,
knees.
He's going out, and I'm glad.
Yeah, he needs to be done. Byron takes it all the way to the 8-yard line. So
How many yards did he get there?
I believe that was 17.
So now someone else carries it.
Yep, and it's Fox. Fox trying to hit the
Score.
corner.
Just short.
Yeah, I think he got bumped out at the 1, 7 yards.
Fox is fast.
He is. Oh, I might have been too generous on the last Ferrickson carry, but that's okay.
That's what you do.
Yep.
Just give away free yards.
Yeah, you've been doing it all night. Minute 3 is the clock. 4th quarter, 27. Comets leading. Scheuer hand.
Whoops.
Oh, Fox
Scheuer.
had the old turf trip up, or
I
did
think
Scheuer
I
hit
think
him?
his quarterback tripped him.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah. Leg whipped him.
Yeah, I would say loss of 1.
You're going to start taking yards back now?
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe 4 or 5 if you're not careful.
40 seconds left here.
Yeah, not much time left. 3rd down and 2. And it is a handoff to Fox. He'll try to carry somebody in, and he does for a 2-yard touchdown for Fox. So Fox will score, but it's going to be too little too late. Fox on the year, 15 carries for 78 yards coming in. So Fox on the touchdown. 30 seconds, it's all that's left. Schmidt will be your, nope. They go with Pavon this time instead.
Blocked.
And it is. Bradley Pavon. They've really moved to several different kickers all year. PAT, no.
No, thank you.
So the
Rejected.
kind of a late touchdown for Byron.
We're down to 1 listener now.
Oh, stop it. 28-13. Again, we'll have Winona on Wednesday. Coach Swanson and I, we haven't talked, but maybe we'll meet up on
Why don't you talk to Jackson Kennedy?
Thursday.
Slighting them all year like
Well,
this.
Wednesday night is usually our player interview night. We're going to be a little bit busy with football. And then Thursday night's going to be Stewartville volleyball. So there. Take that, Ben.
Talk to AVO.
I do need to get Mr. Van Ort on. I will try to reach out to him over the weekend. Maybe he and I could do a Google Meet call on Monday.
Find out what color Adidas pants he's wearing on Thursday.
What?
That's what he wears.
Okay.
The Adidas track pants. That's
Schmidt
his thing.
on the tee. Just half a minute left of our ramblings. And then you can enjoy a 3-day weekend if you're in the Kasson School District.
No.
Oh, well, I do.
Look at this. Fair catch that.
Yep,
That's
pooch-
what you don't get
Pooch
yourself
kick
hurt.
and Comets recover. Who was that went
Did you
down?
see all the coaches going?
I
"Fair
know, they're
catch!"
yelling at him for fair
Wow.
catch.
That's a good.
I think that was
kick.
Vaughn. Yeah, it was.
Get your head taken off there.
I know. Got to be so careful.
So 30 seconds left.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Vaughn.
Yeah, hands team.
Oof. Vaughn, get the hand up, my friend.
It's
He's another one of those kids that I was seeing at the beginning of the year in one of Yitzty's algebra classes.
Can you ask him how much that wrap on his truck cost?
I could. I haven't seen him and I haven't talked to him.
Oh, he's got that
he's on
matte black wrap on his truck. I like it.
I don't get this the kneel down. Comets are going to end this thing.
And then the Comet blue rims.
I have not seen his pickup.
Yeah.
But I do know that Kasson is going to win this game 28-13. And for KM, they're 3-1 on the season. Byron will fall to 4-1. Comets get 2 touchdowns in the second half, just like they got the 2 touchdowns in the first half. What a game for Kasson Mantorville. Tucker, 1-yard touchdown, 9-yard touchdown for Vaughn. Donovan, 7-yarder. Donovan, 12-yarder. Comets win. 28-13. Ben?
What? Oh, sorry.
What do you got left for us?
Fredericton finishes with 30 carries.
30 carries. My goodness.
Wow. I don't remember when I counted that up. So he's gonna finish with not 200 yards anyway. So we held him well below his average. You talk while I add up Donovan's total because he's going to be our leading rusher for the
Yeah,
Comets,
that's true.
guess.
And a couple of touchdowns for him. Yeah, the Comets get the turnovers as well. They forced a fumble from Fredericton. Got 2 interceptions on the night off of Scheuer. Just a great night overall because for KM, they really needed something like this after last week's 4-fumble night against Albany. The team just looked all discombobulated last week. Just nothing went right, seemed like, up there at Hopkins. And tonight they had a good start, got that interception on the first drive. In fact, it was the 3rd play of the night, and the Comets got that turnover and really set the tone for the entire game. I felt like Donovan's just playing so much better, as Ben alluded to earlier. And for the Kasson Comets, this is a nice boost for them as they'll play Winona coming up on Wednesday. Thank our great sponsors again, Kasson Dental, McKern Financial Group, Bigelow Homes, KM Telecom, and Kasson School District. I'm sure if you have KM Telecom cable, you'll be watching any kind of college football tomorrow. There'll be all sorts of it all the way across all those great sports
Sunbelt
networks.
games on tomorrow.
Fox Sports and ESPN, NBC, ABC, all of them will be carrying games.
Unfortunately, the Gophers play tomorrow.
I might be going hiking tomorrow instead of watching football.
I told you I'm going to put stuff in the smoker and
we'll come over
watch
after
college
hiking.
football.
All right.
Donovan finishes with 19 carries for 128 yards. Kennedy second on the team with 11 for 76. What an improvement for Mr. Donovan. And the turnovers really set the tone early. And like I said, the Comets did everything they needed to do in the first half of that game to win. I mean, you needed to score first. You let Byron get the ball first and force a turnover right away. So the win in the toss is doubly awesome.
Yep.
And you capitalize right away, and you put Byron in a hole and force a turnover right away on Byron's second possession, and don't waste that either. You score again. The start of this game couldn't have been any better, and I guess we should have expected it. Weird things happen when these two teams play, and Byron they never did. I don't feel like they ever recovered. They had that long drive.
Yep.
Second half, they could have cut it to a 1-score game and threw a pick, and that was really kind of it. It's I don't know. You're frustrated if you're Coach Halder, but at the end of the day, they're going to have to beat him again.
Right.
So you can be happy about this win, but let's not get too happy because you're going to have to do it again.
Yeah, he's alluding to the section playoffs. They'll probably meet then, but for now, Kasson will take the W, move to 3-1 for Ben Fierce, and I'm Joel McCall as well as Todd Halverson. Thank you so much for tuning in here at KM Activities. Let's do it again Wednesday night when Winona Winhawks come over for the final regular season game.
I don't know. There's back football that night.
Here on KM Activities. Ben will be with us, I promise. Have a great weekend.